Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly MDE solo. This week it is Base Honglu. Some notes about Base Honglu: he has pretty low max health, only 203. It's not the lowest in the game or anything, but it's only about 20 higher than the lowest in the game. We actually get two keywords. We have Rupture and Sinking. And then the same turn attack power down should be pretty fun to use. That should actually help us be able to evade, maybe. So I'm expecting good things. And whenever possible, I like to show the features of the newest update in my runs. So I've enabled dialogue boxes, and I have enabled every single announcer that I have, because they increased the maximum announcer limit. So we're going to be hearing tons of random voice lines today. I see no event at the start here, which is pretty bad. We might just die to Incorp immediately. Valentina this week? Surely. If we say it every week, we'll be right eventually, you know? Alright, how bad are these guys bleed? These are pretty bad for bleed. I might just lose on the first tile here. Might be an immediate reset. That's the risk when you go to Incorp. Because I'm immediately getting a lot of bleed and nails, which means I'm going to have bleed potency and count. Yeah. That's honestly just already going to be a reset, probably. It's a shame because I got Phlebotomy Pack immediately, which is normally the type of thing that really helps you get through floor 1, but this is, I think, the worst encounter, the most bleed these guys can do. Okay, I did manage to get rid of all my bleed if they inflict, like, no more this turn. But I think we're getting an instant reset. Floor 1 is the hardest part of solos. I regularly say this. Although again, there's like very little bleed this turn. Maybe I can reset to not get 10 bleed potency on the first turn and we can just beat this fight. Because Phlebotomy Pack is a really good thing to start with. Not quite getting the stagger there is unfortunate. 16 bind the next turn, so I'm just going to get one-sided before I can act. 19 bind, actually. It looks like I used king in binds over here. This guy hits me twice. I mean, it doesn't kill me. But what are the odds I can beat the next tile if I'm crawling through this one? Might just... Well, no, I can't even do Superbia. This is a no-ego run. No, they actually got bleed potency. I can try to reset this, though. I think I just got a really bad first turn. I'll give this like 1 or 2 more tries. Need to get... Yeah, that's a lot less bleed. Okay. It's just funny seeing them talk. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to it myself. I wonder what voice line we'll be seeing the most of today. What's my skill 3 line? Starting gift-wise, I decided to go for Badge over... the alternative would have been Spice Bush Branch. I think we're just not keeping a skill 1 or a skill 2 today. Full skill 3 should be the best way to do this. And like, I used to think that starting with Badge wasn't the best idea because you can always just get it. It's not that hard to get on floor 10. But now that we have so many packs that are actually worth going to, that just means you don't have to go to time killing time. And so that's one more pack you can go to on that floor 5 through 10 range. Now, okay, I got a good speed roll. The concern is if I get staggered again, because Manor Vox is a one-time effect. So we're hoping to not get staggered again this fight. Hello, and welcome to stream. We've got a pretty rough first tile here, but we're seeing if we can make it happen. The bleed though. Look at that, 77 bleed damage. It's probably going to be too much. Like, we're going to get staggered here, because we're going to bleed below it. Doing a solo with Zweigregger, any tips? That's keywordless. You're gonna need your gray coat, you're gonna want snake slough, and you're probably not going to have the best time still. Yeah, healing gifts, of course. Look for an early lithograph or something. I'm going to reset, go to an easy floor one. I like giving Incorp a try. I guess we're just going with that Blood Red main today though. Got too bad of a first tile. So let's see here. Rupture gifts, of course. And U3. Let's just go for some. Okay, this immediate golden urn and potentially a healing gift. It's giving me the chance to go back to Blood Red main, but I'll just go for this. It should hopefully be an easier first pack. No starting with phlebotomy this time. But at least we can see an event tile.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Yeah, this is quite a bit easier than Incorp.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, Zweigregger is the type of solo where you have an easy time early because you just have high health, a low enough stagger threshold, but late floors with no keywords on his skills clashing will become an issue. You likely won't be able to clash at all on floor 15 if you don't get a hidden boss. But you can just one-sided heal forever with Grey Coat, as long as you aren't dying all at once.
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
These guys are all potency, no count, so even on their burst turn here, I'm probably not getting staggered. Actually, maybe, because they're all, no, they aren't all faster than me.
재밌는 순간이에요.
What's new since last update? Not much of anything, right? It's like Railway has existed for longer. Do their bursts even reduce count? No. But just the turn ends decay. Like, I don't have any stored up potency because, I mean, they just don't have any count to maintain it.
재밌는 순간이에요.
So, okay. I would love if I could get staggered, but I'm just going to have enough skill slots after this turn to hit everything they do. So I don't think that's happening. I'm going to get immediately staggered next combat, probably. Hopefully it's not too bad. You don't go down to like 20 health.
늘 새롭다니까요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
여기까지 와서 망설일 생각은 하지 않았으면
해보기는
좋겠어.
할게요. 안
사람을
되면 어쩔
죽이고
수
싶지
없지만요.
않았다면 너희도 세피라들도
You're so used to playing a balancing mod that you're not used to how bad base IDs are. Yeah, you've got an 11 rolling skill 1, a 2 coin 12 rolling skill 2, I think. And, oh. Yeah, we can fight this guy.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지는
His skill 3 is alright. Like, base Honglu's skill 3 isn't a bad skill. I just wish it didn't get nerfed.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
This guy gets no poise. Or he actually crit me there and lost his poise. Because you can actually crit even when your attack gets evaded, if you didn't know.
해보기는 할게요.
And you still lose the poise
안 되면
count.
어쩔 수 없지만요. 야!
Oh yeah, that breaks my evade. I forgot about that. I didn't tails roll there, but this guy's skill can still break your evade, and it's weird. I remember that being an issue when I was doing some other solo, Railway 5 Floor 15.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I don't like the bleed. Who remembers launch Limbus making it so statuses with count didn't get removed when hitting 0? I don't remember that, because it was basically impossible to play statuses at launch on Limbus, so I didn't pay much attention to them.
어떤 시간과 공간에 계시는 관리자님이 들을진 몰라도 그때를 위해서 미리 음원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요. 아 이런, 이것도
해보기는
녹음되고
할게요.
있는지는 미처
안 되면
몰랐네요.
어쩔 수 없지만요.
I hope I actually get the Rupture Chicken today. Normally you only care about the chicken gifts because it's free tier 3s. But I probably need the Rupture count to help me out here. So I'm not breaking through 300 shield. I kind of just like assumed this fight wouldn't be an issue, but this guy is actually rolling kind of high. And I kind of probably can't kill this N-Corp guy, or G-Corp guy. You guys are fine. Let's just go for damage.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Let's
어쩔 수
see if I get
없지만요.
any damage through here. I'm probably not doing 300 though. Getting flashbacks to Railway 5 LCV only? No, that was just ego spam, and I think I beat this guy like the second or third time I got to him. Like, this was not the hard part of the Railway, it was the Envy Pekatula, the Karakumo. Oh yeah, he broke my evade. Karakumo, Heathcliff, and Ishmael are evil. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of sanity damage.
시그니처를 보여주겠다는데 마다할 이유는 없지.
Let's see if I can't.
군침에 힘주고 잘 봐라, 시태.
Now, I thought you would still lose one stack. When using designated target fire, the skill... Ah, I'm always stigmatized. I, like, can't make this guy lose targeting settings. That's bad. Okay. Well, Let's actually kill this guy, or at least try to, and see how that goes.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 야!
Are you going to stagger me with this? I said Railway Section 3 is doable with base IDs. I got past Will You Play with only one depth. I had a really good run, so like that is fully doable. The question, I died to Distorted Hohenheim because I got insanely bad luck, like 1 in 1,200 odds I did the chant, and I lost all of my clashes against his big skill.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
So that part could have obviously gone better, but getting through Will You Play is possible without like getting horribly, without being in a terrible condition. So if you're going to break my evade, I'll just evade after the blue skills.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 야!
Actually, you might just stagger me here. You probably stagger me here. Because I didn't clash this at all. Maybe double tails roll. Yeah, if he just rolls tails, then it's no different that I didn't clash it. We're really making this hard for ourselves today. First the in-corp I had to give up on, now this guy, who I hopefully won't have to give up on.
어쩐 일이세요? 단테님?
Will that attack do 3 damage to me? We'll find
해보기는
out.
할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Ooh. Dude, I think if I use K-Corp Ampule, Section 2 is possible. I'm going to need to allow myself to use non-base ego to have a chance in Section 2. The Envy Pekatula just destroy you. The Heisho are so awful. They outspeed you with just universally basically every turn. Okay, I didn't like how much damage he took there.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Puts me like right above my next stagger threshold. I would have preferred if I took a bit more damage or, you know, considerably less damage. I thought this guy was fine, but I guess I did him before on a better solo that could deal damage. The base Honglu cannot deal damage.
선배에게 찻집을 같이 가자고
그건 월세가 해결되면 생각해 볼게.
해보기는 할게요.
언제
안 되면
오셨어요?
어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, even if I got through the Heisho, there's still Phaestrey of Yinglong. The fact that that exists is what gives me, like, no hope for base ID, base ego. And, like, in my testing, I could not survive at all against the Heisho. Phase 1 Yinglong surprisingly wasn't that bad, but the Heisho were that
어쩐
bad.
일이세요?
My health is just perfectly wrong here. I might have to do something slightly cheating to get through this. Unless we just want to reset again, but I don't really want to reset the run again. It's just the fact that, I guess I can use 2 evades, right? It's like this one will get broken. I can still evade after the fact. Or just clash everything. I just need to see if I can kill this guy or not. Is that gonna be enough?
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Good luck with the stream. We're off to a rough start. But thank you. If only I could stack Rupture, but I just have no count in my kit. It's not enough to just have Thunder Branch.
늘 새롭다니까요.
Okay, so that's one stack lowered. But I can only lower his stack 3 times. I just never thought about that. So that's enough to kill you. Then we do this. Like that. That should be this turn going perfectly.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 야!
The only thing that could go wrong is, you know, a Tails roll. An unfortunately timed Tails roll can always make a turn go poorly. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, that's... No, wait, US slash fail? Yeah, that was totally intentional.
저런 실력 있는 해결사가 도시에 많아져야 할 텐데 말이야. 저도
야!
노력
2 skill 2s is probably enough to kill these guys.
방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
I'll throw out the extra skill 1 because there's no reason for me to hit fluke shoots with it.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 야!
This is a good test of if this guy is manageable at all solo early, because I have basically nothing going for me as a solo right now. Have no gifts really, this is the second tile. How does he behave now?
한수 배웠네.
How does it go when I'm always the target? Using target readjustment fire and that one. Can clash both. Gonna need like 2 evades here because he breaks them.
우리도 아무런 위협 없이 대처할 수 있을 것일세.
Let's get damage in. So clashed and evaded, clashed and evaded. And those are getting clashed, okay. We should be fine.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 야!
He did lose 1 more targeting settings. I kind of don't want him to lose it though, but I have to make him lose it. Because I don't really want him to go into another cycle. I guess he gets staggered, right? I should be able to kill him when he staggers. You're back. You didn't miss too much, but we are about to beat this fight, it looks like.
다소 유리하구려.
해보기는 할게요. 안
We're
되면
unfortunately
어쩔 수
about
없지만요.
1 health above our stagger threshold going into the next fight. So we aren't free yet. I really should have brought like Chef Gregor or something, but I wanted to throw on the 10 sinking for... This is floor 1, that was the second tile. Ah yeah, unlucky with the events here, he didn't get 3. 3 events is possible, so we have to get through 1 more tile.
너무 칭찬하진 말아주세요.
Show me something easy.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
You got code purple on 411, that's what you love to see. Yeah. Ah, and why is Nico here?
타는 마음도 오래 가진 못할 거야.
Okay, they're doing low damage though. Like, I'm going to get staggered, but they aren't doing very much damage through my stagger, so I shouldn't die or anything. Floor 1 Nico is pretty bad, even just like from the skill slots aspect of it.
개체들이 더 유리한 상황에 놓여 있습니다.
어쩐 일이세요?
I have another stagger threshold, that's really
최고의
annoying.
관리자를 기대하고 있죠.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
If I didn't have this other stagger threshold, I would be feeling great right now. But the problem is I'm going to get staggered turn 3. Because Rose Famers all do their bursts on turn 3. I probably have to Ira. And like, I will Ira, I just want to get through 4-1. We won't need it unless we get a hidden boss. Or do I just stagger now? If I stagger barely now, that's like so good. Please. Yes. Oh wait, no, because I don't have Manor Box anymore. That's the issue. Only one unstagger. All tails rolls make me live. No. I think we have once again found ourselves in a basically unwinnable situation. Base Honlu is just too weak of a solo ID for 4-1. I need to just... I should have just gone to Kanto 2. I just haven't had this much of an issue with it, usually. Get rid of my other stagger threshold, deal maximum damage to me. That was like one tails roll. I don't think it's enough. Let me just see what happens. How is LCB Honglu this bad? He has very low health. And I just didn't get an immediate healing gift today. Hoarfrost Footprint is not worth it at all. It is, at best, 2 Clash Power down. It's not worth spending a pack search and a 4-1 on that. It's the most overrated gift in the game, in my opinion.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
이 서스펜스 셋을 세기도 전에 화려하게 터질 거다. 하나, 둘.
Honglu birthday alert. Yeah, that's why we're doing this, but it might be I might just lose again. We got a really bad combat here. This is a terrible start to the stream. 30 minutes in, we're going to have to full reset, but at least it's early. Even Ira can't get me through that. It's just a bad combat. So close to the shop.
그럴 수 있는 거 아니겠어요?
We'll just go to Kanto 2 this time, I guess. We'll make it as easy as possible, and the stream will just last an extra 30 minutes. Pretend that never happened. We're starting stream late today. Hello, everyone. It is LCB Honglu time. LCB Honglu is one of the best base IDs, so I expect things to go really well today. First ever full reset. I've full reset on tile 1 before. I think that's the first time I've gotten past the first tile and then still reset. I just want to see, like... Can I get a prestige card or something? I know it's possible. Okay, to be crushed is easier than to be pierced. Has milepost. I know I said I would just go to Kanto 2, but like, surely 3rd time I can beat this, right? We have blunt skills, we can stagger them easier. But that's the wrong ID. I'm not that desperate to get through floor 1, hang on.
너네 부기 완전 좋다. 무전기 너머로도 느껴져.
네, 이번 공격은 꽤 효과적일 것 같아요.
좋겠어.
The slightly better sinking ID.
직원들이 긍정적인 환경에 놓이게 되었어요.
We got floor 13 Callisto, turn 150 by 15 bleed. That's how it goes. Yeah, the double status infliction is a really bad adversity for solos.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
조심해.
It's a shame that I like worked through that Fluke Shoots fight just to reset to Nico, but that's just how it happens sometimes.
아, 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Did a middle trio MDE run and got 3 out of 4 hidden bosses.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금해서
That's pretty good. 3 out of 4. It's a lot more likely than 4 out of 4.
실험 정신을 가진 사람들은
I've gotten 3 out of 4 like 3 times, I think.
재밌는 순간이에요.
But yeah, you do become extremely powerful with 3 hidden boss gifts. Nothing can stop you at that point.
저 부표처럼 흔들리는 놈이
Alright, kill that guy, and yeah, 2 incoming attacks. It would be, again, good if I could get staggered in this fight. Just so I'm not right above my stagger in the next fight. We'll see if I can let that happen. Thank you, Sweepers announcer. Okay, well, looks like I'm getting my stagger wish.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
You got no hidden bosses at all in a run, so you did another run? Let me guess, you got no hidden bosses in your next run.
평소에도 이러면 얼마나
You didn't get anything until 415 Valentina. Okay, that might be worse.
그러니까 이젠 광을 내볼 차례겠지.
Is it a Capomare run? He used to be like the best solo ID. Unless you know, still consider Diachirodia to exist, then arguably her.
어쩔 수 없지만요.
But yeah, Capomare was extremely good when he first came out
효과적이네요.
as a solo ID. But then they made like 5 more IDs that can unstagger themselves. So he's kind of not special for that anymore.
새롭다니까요.
적확한 하나비였어.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Alright, we're in a pretty good condition coming out of this fight. About as good as I could ask for, I would say.
몇 번째 통과죠?
Solo power creep is crazy. I doubt they'll outdo Blade Ryoshu. Like, she is so, you know, literally built to solo, it's insane. If that 8 HP puts me above my stagger threshold, then I will never forgive this guy. I already don't like him very much because he buffs the enemies in Railway and not
흥미로운
just
일이
me.
벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Am I right on top of my stagger threshold?
여유가 생기겠어.
No, okay.
해보기는 할게요.
You're spared for now, Sunset Wayfarer.
부탁하지.
금방 타드리겠습니다. 해보기는 할게요.
Let's get that one on the record. What did I say? Oh, that they would never outdo Blade Ryoshu. I mean, not like never, but for a while.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Like, they would have to make another ID that gets skill slots on turn 1 to beat her. That's just such an insane advantage. Araya with Hardest Trials isn't hard at all. I did that, and it was just boring. Like, I did it off stream. Although I got, like, pretty unlucky and wasn't offered very many bad trials on that run, but it's just, she's so unbelievably strong. If you actually, like, do the nurse fodder killing.
해보기는 할게요.
And if you don't do the nurse fodder killing, it's just like, you still just roll high. It's just not an interesting solo overall, I would say. People are always confident. The only ID that I've been confident wouldn't be surpassed anytime soon is Malfaust in Rupture. And I guess, like, we won't get a better sinking Rhodia than Knight of Despair for a long time.
해보기는 할게요.
But in terms of just, like, generalist power creep and, like, a team getting stronger than another,
새롭다니까요.
there will be power creep.
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
아, 놀랐네.
이번에도 멋지게
I got a new
했네.
Camigo.
엔젤라님에게
It's
잔뜩
like
칭찬을
the
받고
closest thing we've had to a
정말
synchronization.
당신의
It looks like it
로고는
completely
이곳을
changes his skill
좀
set.
일조할 거예요.
I'm very intrigued as to how that's going to play
하나도
out,
재미없는 소리 말이야.
how actually good it will be. I probably should have grabbed that sinking gift. Let's just refresh into it. Good enough. Can I get a skill replace? No. I'll buy bone steak. Non-super shop. Let's just enhance investigator badge. Give me the insurance. Put me down to exactly 0 cost. Although I will still sell this for interest. And there we go, 99%. We should be fine now. Investigator badge upgraded is a huge help.
일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
분위기 좋은데? 지금이라면 한 단계 높은 의뢰도
해보기는
성공시킬 수
할게요.
있겠군.
안 되면
Yeah,
어쩔
claim their
수
bones
없지만요.
always had AoE.
야!
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어.
412 Valentina, that's like probably doable. Floor 13 is the big power spike, so anything before that
답답한데.
should be
난
fine.
나가서 싸우면 안 되나?
계약대로 하자고요.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Ego corrosion is unfocused vol. Yeah, the question is how many coins. That's always the question, isn't it? Rian is so annoying to solo in MD. He's so broken.
여기는 답답한데.
I don't know why he is the least functional boss.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
It's probably 3 coins, either 3 or 4. I would say, yeah. We don't have any 5-coin egos still, right? Like without reuses. I'm pretty sure 4 is the maximum. One short.
아,
그딴
너무
컨디션으로
자책하지
더
마세요.
놈에게
그럴 수
덤빈다.
있는 거죠.
데카당스식 예술을
해보기는
보여줄
할게요.
셈인가?
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Rian is bad for low turning. I haven't given low turning this railway very much thought.
옳다.
Not sure if I'll even really go for it. Just low turning for me has been ruined ever since having low level IDs became necessary if you wanted to be optimal.
재밌는 순간이에요.
적을 제압할 기회네요. 어차피 또 탈출하겠지만.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Low turning in general just also isn't that fun because it largely comes down to resetting the first turn. And if you get past the second turn, then it comes down to resetting the second turn. It was easier than making Rian an actually fun fight. I don't hate him in story or anything. You know, some people do, but he was just fine.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Way
어쩔 수
better than
없지만요.
Kanto 8's final boss, that's for sure.
야!
Alright.
없다니까요.
After the 30 minutes of failure on 4-1, that went pretty easily.
약속대로 이 만화책이랑 해결사 잡지
Let's make it an easy run all the way, shall we? Let's just get good gifts, perfect trials, needle and thread as the floor reward. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's causing the random tremor burst? This passive. I have slot resonance and sinking. I'm one of the very few IDs that can actually benefit from this thing. And that will give me the 3rd tremor burst for eyeball, at least once I, have my skill slots up. Maybe I'll keep some skill 2s for that. But I'm probably still just going all skill 3.
하지만
안 되면
그래봤자
어쩔 수 없지만요.
더 커.
Story Rian is balanced around overtuned Ryoshu, as a lot of story fights
해보기는
are.
할게요.
이렇게나
안 되면
조용한
어쩔
곳이
수 없지만요.
곧 아비규환으로 변할 거란 사실이.
I'm glad to see more people hating on Shiomi Yoru after Railway.
안
That
되면 어쩔
fight's
수
so
없지만요.
bad. And like the version in Railway is less bad,
재밌는 순간이에요.
but people actually have to get through it without like everyone dying, so they realize the problem with it. Even if they can like get through with 8 people dying, that's not good enough.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
그 누구도 이곳에선 안전할 수 없어요.
Yeah, you really
해보기는
can't play around Mirror Dungeon Rian's thing. You have to like evade.
재밌는 순간이에요. 야!
Technically, you can avoid getting hit with evade, but then you know you have to not have bad trials. You have to actually hit heads on your evade. MDE Rian is, well, he had to get buffed to compete with the other hidden bosses. Have you seen these guys? Like, even with the buffs, even with you being unable to play around his gimmick, he's still like second easiest.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Contempt of the Gaze of Contempt is fine in solos. It's pretty much useless outside of solos, which is why people don't rate it very highly.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Because the odds that, you know, your people that are actually affected by it, slot 1 and slot 6, get targeted, it's not that high. You get maybe 4 SP damage in a team.
내가 겪어야 했을 기다림.
잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는
끝나고
아니지만요.
싶었을 뿐.
내일 새롭다니까요.
달빛조차 잘려나갈 올곧은 하나. 훌륭하군. 한 수 배웠네.
Can we really say that Railway Rian was based on Mirror Dungeon? Because he's, like, just different entirely. He's like he's a nerfed version of Rian compared to the buffed version in Mirror Dungeon. Is the way I saw it. I mean, I only did the fight once. Maybe there's stuff I missed, but just like he used less of his threatening skills. This is a really good Hell's Chicken. It's literally just MD Rian without the extra skill slot. Okay. Well, that's
해보기는 할게요. 안
That's
되면
funny,
어쩔 수
then.
없지만요.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동에
They still don't
약
mention how if you use a
4%의
clashable
정기
counter or
기여도가
guard, his
있음을
skills don't turn into unbreakables.
해보기는 할게요.
Really?
어쩔 수 없지만요.
I never knew that. I noticed every skill that says like this skill does not trigger defensive skills, you can still use clashable counters on them. Some of the newer ones will say accept clashable counters, but they're in this weird in between of defensive versus offensive skill.
저희를
해보기는
해야겠어.
할게요.
And I guess it doesn't count as him clashing against you. Like, he's not clashing the prescript target, he's hitting you unopposed, which prompts the response clash of the counter. That must be why it happens. I don't know if that would even be intentional, though.
틈이 생겼군. 매울 건가? 이용하는
It's probably similar to how reused evades don't get the power debuff
부상자를 챙기자.
from prescript's target. Actually, yeah, clashable counters. Those probably don't get the -2 power either, if I had to guess, based on what you're telling me.
새롭다니까요.
개체에게 치명적인 부상을 입히는 데 성공했습니다. 앞으로의 전투도 이대로만 부탁드리겠습니다.
Her eyes are lost before enemy attacks. The clashable counters don't reduce it. Yeah.
해보기는 할게요.
Clashable counters still do lose the 2 power. Okay, that's weird then. It's behaving in unexpected ways. I would think it would be all or nothing.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Loses the power but doesn't give the unbreakables. I'd have to read the effects again
해보기는 할게요.
to like really see. Maybe we'll just fight him on floor 13 and I can read the effects there and see what's going on.
정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는
If I can
건
get
기쁘다.
contaminated needle and thread in this shop, it was a perfect Hell's Chicken. Let's see if we can do it.
내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
Yep, alright, perfect Hell's Chicken. Got every single gift here. And there's some other good gifts. Those are not tier 3 pierce gifts. No skill replace is the only unfortunate thing there. %93% super shop. I'll go ahead and enhance this thing because it's just nice to have. We'll speed us up with damage. And there we go.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
You think Rian has an unused clashable counter skill in the code?
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
I
어쩔 수 없지만요.
can't confirm that. That's not. I'm not a code diver. It looks like someone else in the chat can. I wonder when he was going to use that.
분위기 좋은데?
지금이라면 한 단계 높은
해보기는
위를
할게요.
성공시킬 수 있게.
안
Also,
되면
hang
어쩔
on.
수
Am I going to
없지만요.
die to Bongi? That was like pretty bad placement of my stagger thresholds.
기운이 분명하는 것 같아.
I don't think I've ever lost. Oh wait, no, I have investigator badge. Never mind. I can't lose. Unused defensive skill that would randomly transfer him to any of his other skills he's used.
해보기는 할게요. 내일 새롭다니까요.
Dude, how it's coded, it can randomly use Furiosa and crash the game.
해당 행동에 약 14%의
That's fun.
정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
Flashbacks to Rian on launch, he would sometimes just decide to use Furiosa every turn after the first time until you died.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
내일 새롭다니까요.
훌륭하오.
내일 새롭다니까요.
이번에도 잘해줬어. 유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네. 도시에는 내가 모르는 것들이 많아.
Happy Pride Month. Yeah, Honglu,
언젠간
our Pride
반드시 찾을 수
representative.
있겠지. 세상의
Do I
모든 것이
care about
단
2
하나의
offense
책.
level? I do care enough that I'll take night goggles instead. Hey look, Full Stop offering me the pipe. The game's really making up for that first half an hour. Things have been going very well this run so far.
흥미로운 일이
Besides, like,
벌어지면 좋겠어요.
no immediate prestige card. That's the only thing missing, really. If we get prestige card in this shop, then the game is really in apology mode.
해보기는 할게요.
적의 기세가
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Are they about to just kill me turn 1? Average full stop experience right here. Yeah, okay. Wow.
관리자님도 참 너무하네.
해보기는 할게요.
직원이 저 지경이
안 되면
됐다는
어쩔 수
걸
없지만요.
내 입으로 말해줘야지만 이런 건가?
재밌는 순간이에요.
usable smoke and Mark and Limbus win. Usable smoke, I think, could happen. Nikolai's Mark, I mean, also, if we ever get a Nickel ID, will probably happen. But let's just, like, wait for Valpurgis's.
수 없지만요.
말하시다가 이렇게 된 거 아닙니까?
How's better rolling base Faust going? The first half an hour of this stream was awful. We had to reset twice, we just couldn't get through floor 1. But now, on this third attempt, things are going really well. We got every single Hell's Chicken gift, and Dark Flame Pipe is the floor reward here, so we're guaranteed that.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
So like a really bad 30 minutes, but so far a really good 20 minutes after that. And I'm excited to power down stack with my skill 3. I want some skill replacement, obviously. I can't use the Honglu special immortality, yeah. This is egoless. And we get this is perfect. As long as you don't miss the check, Mare, you have a guarantee. You always pass this check. I think you still get the gift when you fail, actually.
벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Activates as one of the 9 attack skills randomly selected.
저것들
Prioritizes skills that haven't been used yet.
뭔가
You see, the way that's wording, it shouldn't be able to use
안 되면 어쩔 수
Furioso,
없지만요.
because it's not one of the 9 skills.
다들
It's the
첫
10th
여정을
skill.
시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일
Currently messing with the middle Otis solo, you would probably have to try to lose that one.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는
해보기는 할게요.
이따가
안
버스에서
되면 어쩔 수
해고해야
없지만요.
Uptype 3 base Otis. That's considerably worse than middle Otis.
아 완전 과감한 판단.
That's, you've got the lowest health in the game for that one. So I hope you like
해보기는 할게요.
the staggering.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없. 재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
대박.
Uptype 3 middle Otis. Okay, that's considerably better than Uptype 3 base Otis.
이럴 때 딱 씹어줘야 하는데.
해보기는
I haven't
할게요.
actually, I only look at IDs Uptype 1 and they're Uptype 4. I don't know how much worse middle Otis is at Uptype 3 compared to 4, but I imagine you still get grit, and you still are a middle ID, so you still full heal with every counter in Mirror Dungeon.
이건. 그럼 오늘 림 컴버 회식 메뉴는 수박을 곁들인
Hello, Clear Mirror.
용서과자로 결정하지.
It's probably about the 5th best gift I could see here. I have everything I need. I should look for just like poise gifts. Renewed merch, that's the 2nd best gift I could see here. Golden Urn, that's the 3rd best gift I could see here. And Voracious Hammering's there as well. It's really giving me everything except Prestige card, but like, I'll take it. It's still really good. Greycoat, I don't have Gloom or attack weight. So this is like actually useless, so I'm not going to sell for it. But it's worth noting that it showed up. And no last chance skill replace, okay. I have Investigator badge, it's okay that I'm injured. We can get through this. And I did do my sell and my fuse, okay.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
I think there's a chance we get smiling faces. Church of Gears we wouldn't get as IDs.
것 같은데요.
But yeah, Eileen or
안 되면 어쩔 수
Leaflet
없지만요.
are the possible smoke sources, I would say.
재밌는 순간이에요.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
뭐
Somehow we only have 1x1 smoke after the first turn.
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지는
해보기는 할게요.
저 고야지
안
같은
되면
새끼.
어쩔 수 없지만요. 재밌는 순간이에요.
제압 교육의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야?
치명적인 한방이었어.
적당히 쉬엄쉬엄.
I swear the Effie Sod announcer's so loud. Is that just me? Like maybe it's because it's like in one ear, so that makes it stand out. But it's definitely the one that is standing out the most to me. Besides maybe sweepers.
적군들에게 본때를 보여줘도 될 것 같은데.
해보기는 할게요.
Because we equipped every announcer that I own today. Gotta show off the new
재밌는
update.
순간이에요.
What an amusing moment.
내일 새롭다니까요.
적들이 저녁만 산 냄새를 맡아버린 손님들처럼
재밌는
접해지고
순간이에요.
있네. 한
예상한
접시
것보다
근사하게
움직임이 더
먹여줄까?
좋군.
Why is Yinglong not Aleph?
쓸모없이 힘만
It doesn't make enough energy, I
저
guess.
위협 평가를
해보기는 할게요.
다시
안
실시해야겠네요.
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
He's only a like Vav 5, so he is as dangerous as Ambling Pearl, according to Limbus Company.
내일 새롭다니까요. 내일 새롭다니까요. 내일 새롭다니까요.
제법
잘
좋은
들어갔네요.
일격이고.
크게 의미
저런
있는
실력
성과는
있는
아니지만
해결사가 도시에 많아져야 할 텐데 말이야.
I'm missing more than just the Arknights one. I didn't buy the Limbus Pass in the first 2 seasons, so I'm missing like Sinclair
사실은 그렇게 대단한
and
일도 아니에요.
Yisong, I think,
해보기는
or
할게요.
I feel like I have Yisong. Who is the paid announcer in season 2? Is it Samjo?
말버릇을 부르는 편이다.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아.
And I don't have any of the paid only announcers like the Bloodfiend trio.
재밌는 순간이에요.
뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격에 성공한 거네. 자부심을 가지고 좋겠어.
재밌는
방금
순간이에요.
멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이
사람을 영입해야
빛의
하는
힘이
건데.
저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 뒤흔들었어.
재정 여유는 없고.
이대로
The Avno rating, it's hard to even evaluate what the
해보기는
rank
할게요.
of abnormalities means at all now, because Limbus Company is like using the old rank, but they also changed some of them. Like I think Ardor Blossom Moth was a he and now it's a wow. So they've changed them. But then the number is supposed to be like how hard it would be for Limbus Company to deal with it.
야, 내일 새롭다니까요.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was said in checkup. I remember like specifically something like a Zayn 8 would be worse than a Vav 5 or something. They gave a specific example like that, where the number was much more how dangerous they are compared to the rank.
이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없군.
재밌는 순간이에요.
How hard it is to contain and study. So I guess, yeah, okay. Dante's notes. I should read through those again sometime. I've like looked through them briefly as they came out.
지금 완전 삼촌들이랑 고모대 같았어.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
방향의 휘가를 주의하십시오. 식사할 장소는 이곳입니다.
해보기는 할게요.
Scissor Girls should have been Vav 9. I don't know about that one. You just play her game, and she's fine to manage.
내일 새롭다니까요. 내일 새롭다니까요. 내일 새롭다니까요.
죄송해요.
You will never run out of new things to see, Honglu. No matter how many times you kill a gear worshipper in one hit, it will be a new experience for you.
적들이 치명상을 입은 상태네.
해보기는 할게요.
How are there still 17 enemies to kill? I feel like we've been in this fight for 10 minutes.
물을 깔아주자고.
야. 재밌는
아까처럼만
순간이에요.
해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동에 약
재밌는
14%의
순간이에요.
정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
재밌는 순간이에요.
All things considered, a pretty easy full stop. I think we got good luck on their first 2 turns. Like, I entered this on half health and didn't even activate badge.
내일 새롭다니까요.
These guys don't know the greatest move of all time, Deep Drag. That thing is so nice.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I love a high rolling first hit, and then the smoke is just like so much infliction on one page, and then it just has card draw to top it all off.
새롭다니까요.
Like, smiling face cards are just actually so good between Inhale, Smoke, Deep Drag, and Loss of Senses.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
내일 새롭다니까요.
적절한 비교 지표가
내일
있는지 모르겠다.
새롭다니까요.
예상
내일
시간 기록이
새롭다니까요.
있다면 바로 전송해줄게.
야, 내일
아무튼
새롭다니까요.
놀라운 한 방이네요.
첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 내일 새롭다니까요.
유효타
내일
좋아.
보아하는데도
계속 집중하지.
Alright, final 4-gear worshippers.
해보긴 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Four 13 Rian? Nah, you're fine. Didn't you beat 412 Valencina? So you have her, like, insane gift? Or were we talking about different runs then? I'm not sure.
내일 새롭다니까요. 야, 재밌는 순간이에요. 내일 새롭다니까요.
적확한 한압이었어.
내일 새롭다니까요.
놀랐네.
지금처럼
Your only good page draw is one of those two light Donghwan Pierce pages.
기억을 쌓아줘.
Are you doing, like, general reception only?
그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에 나를 데려갈 수 있게.
Oh, it's on final power. I think I'm still taking it. I hate to take final power, but I can reduce their power enough with my skill 3s. It's fine. And now for 4 through 10, we're looking for Unchanging or Line 2 here. There's Unchanging. Except no, I didn't actually take Spice Bush, so I don't need Unchanging. I have a mistake in my plans here. What do I do instead then? I guess like Dusk of Amber? But I'd want to do that later, so we're really looking for line 2 here. I'll do the pack search method. Show me Bridal. Alright. Just one skill 3 to nullify the trial, yeah. Does Faith work with defensive skills? I'm pretty sure it does. It just has to be a plus coin skill. I'd have to read the gift again to be sure. I could take twinning threads for the knuckles, technically. But I think I can do better than that. Better than something that only works on staggered enemies. There's a skill replace, finally. There's Greycoat again. I don't need you. Yeah, okay. I can sell you this. I'll need to get every sinking gift out of the pool. I should get some blunt gifts out of the pool as well, because I really want to get the boombox in Nocturnal Sweeping. That's my Greycoat. Metronome search, you can't search for it, and I don't think it's that important of a gift. It's like, if it shows up, I'll buy it, but
응원도
I'm not going to, like, avoid buying good gifts to keep shop slots open.
정보팀은 조금 더 가치 있는 걸
Any
추구하는
thoughts on the new IDs? Well, they're both bleed poise. So, like, Mirror Dungeon, they have potential.
그래.
I don't know outside of Mirror Dungeon if I have too much hope for them.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 야,
Especially, like, you know, Honglu is a free ID. We've had good free IDs before, of course. I'm not saying there's no chance he's good,
내일 새롭다니까요.
but I think it is less likely. Like, I'm not that excited for them. I'm definitely not
그 누구도 이곳을
pulling
안전할 수
unless
없어.
the announcer is something I really want, which I doubt.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔
You're
수
dead at
없지 않나?
Furiosa. That's what I rose for. Assuming you mean the phase change. Escort Ponglu is going to be better than Callisto Lu. The opposite of that is what I believe, and part of why there's not too much hope for him.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Like, we
어쩔 수
just
없지
got
않냐?
a very good bleed ID
재밌는 순간이에요.
that has, you know, direct synergy with another very good bleed ID. The odds that this random free ID that is probably predominantly poise ends up better, I think it's very low.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠.
해보기는
이런
할게요.
과정들을
This fight took so long he got to
실제로
use his envy skill.
긍정적인 변화네요.
Oh, is the announcer 3?
유익한 책이 또 하나 늘었네.
I thought that you usually only get like
시에는
one
내가
free
모르는 것들이
thing,
많아.
and that free thing is
이렇게
Honglu.
하나씩 알아가다 보면 언젠간
Announcer's
반드시 찾을 수
extraction only. That's
있겠지.
what I thought. Okay.
세상의 모든 것이 담긴 단 하나의 책을.
Alright. I do want Rain Cloud, but I can't go to Sinking Deluge for it. I'd love to see like Rain Cloud and Prestige cards show up. That would be great here. If we could get Sunk Gloom showing Rain Cloud Prestige card, that would be the optimal 4-5. Because Prestige card likes to show up on those floors a lot. But it doesn't look like we're getting that today. Okay. And so in the event that I miss, we can just pack search to... where? I can't go to checkup yet. I shouldn't do miracle yet. Line 1 or sweeping or rain cloud? I guess we just go rain cloud. We do sunk gloom, and hopefully it shows up as the reward, but we'll try to fuse it on the floor anyways. Okay, so we have to fuse it on the floor. Up to 30 tier 4 fusions we're going to have to do. Hopefully that's, you know, doable without giving up all of my gifts.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Does Ish count as Blade Lineage? Almost certainly.
치사하게 자기 혼자 사기 버프 줄줄 감고.
Like, the Project Moon loves making IDs with Mirror Dungeon in mind
안
nowadays.
되면 어쩔 수
And
없지만요.
so giving the Blade Lineage tag just makes sense.
올바른 방법으로 개체에게 일격을 가했군요. 이것이 바로 정보의 힘입니다.
Why is Wild Hunt on backline? It's just for Raincloud. Raincloud, the gift I'm going for right now, requires 10 sinking IDs in the loadout to get the coin power.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
And the only other sinking Heathcliff is Sun Shower, which would be a
개체에게
downside.
치명적인 손상을 입히는 데 성공했습니다. 앞으로의 전투도 이대로만 부탁드리겠습니다.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라네. 이따가 버스에서
해보기는
해봐야지
할게요.
않겠는가?
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 재밌는
Is this the
순간이에요.
least valuable needle and thread of all time? I have, like, pretty weak skills, no AoE to speak of.
대단한 일이라도 하신
해보기는 할게요.
거겠죠?
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I think it's weird that we're getting two Ongdu announcers.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
늘 새롭다니까.
관리자님은
But I guess this one will have character development and be, you know,
제가
post
말씀드렸죠.
Canto 9 Ongdu.
저는
지위가
언제나
동반된다면
옳은 말만
충분히 상관은
한답니다.
없군.
Do I want to fight Gossipium? The answer to that question is usually no. I'll fight this guy.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요. 비록 함께 전장에 나서는 건 아니지만 저희를 해보기는 할게요. 단테님만 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 이번에도 분명 원하시는 길로 저희를 잘 이끌어 주시겠죠?
Character development, considering she D development, considering she had a change of arms.
솔직히 믿기
Who's to
싫지만
say the arms aren't an improvement?
더 강해진 모양이야.
그래도
해보기는 할게요.
해낼 수 있을
안
것이.
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
A little close on the blind obsession clash there. Are we corroding? This guy did so much sinking in only 2 turns. Do I really need to evade turn 1?
아,
이 기회에
너무 자책하지
Surely I
마세요.
kill him here.
그럴 수 있는 거죠.
단테.
Okay, now we're I must have not crit on the first
해보기는
turn,
할게요. 안 되면
because
어쩔
now
수
we're
없지만요.
dominating even through the paralyze.
대박! 방금 간지였는데? 팝콘 좀 줘도 되잖아. 이럴 때 딱 씹어줘야 하는데.
이제 싱 수에선 벗어났나?
늘 새롭다니까요.
I remember this guy used to be one of the hardest fights in the game for solos in MD. But then, you know, Mirror Dungeon power creep. There's so many more gifts, and just more importantly, the plus levels on the Graces let you actually get all those gifts early.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Thank
어쩔
you,
수
sweepers.
없지만요.
Yeah, so the announcer is extraction only. The announcer will have to impress me a lot to make me pull. The coin power for not taking damage, I believe it's any damage. Yeah, burn and bleed should stop it as well.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I'm not sure if shield HP will count or not. We'll have to see when we get MDE, maybe.
사냥이 성공적이었네요.
해보기는
이
할게요.
흐름대로 사냥을
안 되면
끝내러
어쩔 수
가보자.
없지만요. 늘 새롭다니까요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
Like, if it was a newer ID, it would probably specify,
대단한 능력을 갖추고
like, takes HP damage, but this is a launch ID. We cannot trust the wording at face value.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
It is the first time we hear Kim. We can hear him in combat in, like, they added his voice in the Bakgak of Blade Lineage. But I think this might be the first time we hear him, like, undistorted.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
Doing a no blessing solo with a good ID. Yeah, maybe. The run becomes a lot less in your control then, is my only issue with it. It comes down to a lot of your, like, you can't make your own luck without all the graces. Maximum graces kind of lets you force a lot of things into happening.
늘 새롭다니까요.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주
이제
작사를
끝났네.
내놨어.
너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
나도 뭔가 원하는 대로 된 것 같은데? 상부상조네.
Sad Simpsons story does a lot of passives that make IDs take damage, yeah.
해보기는 할게요.
It's also one of the few effects in the game that got nerfed. It used to activate turn 1, but that got universally changed for all IDs and enemies that have that mechanic. Back in my day, we didn't get to choose packs, and we were just given random encounters every floor, and we had to deal with it.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만 재밌는 순간이에요.
Back in my day, your run just ended immediately if you were given Lantern as your boss.
해결사가 도시에 많아져야 할 텐데 말이야.
Mirror Dungeon solos have come a long way.
더 노력해야
They managed to stagger me.
어릴 땐 몰랐어.
해보기는 할게요.
왜 엄마가
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
삼촌들이랑 말도 못 섞게 했는지.
재밌는 순간이에요.
그 외부 강사들.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네.
나 안에서도
솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 해주는 건 아주 옛날에 만든
I did not expect to kill Marill that turn, but I guess my damage is higher than I thought it was.
조심해 가지도 좋겠어.
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께
The TLA machines that you hate. You know that solid combined bot had, when I did my research, the second most text errors out of anything in the game.
그렇게만 해주세요.
Second to the priest only. Most of the moves from solid combined bot had some error. I think some of them have been fixed, but definitely not all of them.
방금 건 제대로 한 건 했어.
해보기는 할게요.
4-1 Mirror Dungeon 2 Hard Gaido is one of the hardest bosses in any MD. I think Smi was worse than Gaido. But yeah, Gaido was the second worst. I remember I made like a first 4 bosses tier list. Those 2 were at the top. Is soloing Matthias in Mirror Dungeon without evade doable? If you have a good enough run, it's definitely possible. Ira can help you a lot.
된 거 맞지?
크게 의미 있는
아 여기저기
성과는
부서진 것
아니지만요.
같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고.
You really, like, you'll almost definitely need Embers and Ira. I mean, it depends on your floor as well. If it's 411, then you don't need, like, anything.
벌어지면 좋겠어요.
아 이건 적한테 시간이 단축될 만한
Hey,
능력이
like,
있을
please
때문에
don't
그런 거야.
corrode me. This is an egoless solo.
안 되면 어쩔 수
너희를
없지만요.
빨리 초토화시킬 방법을 찾았다는 거니까.
Actually, I guess Carmilla kind of makes this fight a lot easier.
어쩔 수 없지만요.
악한 아르카나들을
Get 2 free turns to stagger. It's like I'm Blade Ryoshu. I start with 3 skill slots.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Matthias in Mirror Dungeon is the fight in the game that most benefits you for actually having high damage. If you have high damage and you can kill Kira on turn 2, the fight becomes way easier than if you can't do that. And high damage also helps you
해보기는 할게요.
get to his unsealing threshold way faster. And once he's unsealing, you should win,
재밌는
because you can just kind of chain unseal him.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네.
늘 새롭다니까요.
솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 해주는
재밌는 순간이에요.
아주 옛날에 만든 기술을 가지고 왔거든. 뭐 정확한
이제
수치는 몰라도
해보기는 할게요.
성공한 거네.
새롭다니까요.
자부심을 가지고
Souls would be a lot harder now with MD2H buffs. I mean, in Mirror Dungeon 2,
하지만 슬슬 몰리는
not every ID could solo. You could only
근처에
solo with good
용수양이라는
IDs.
군
Even the good
거리
IDs would
방법이네.
lose on 4-1 like half of the time.
이건.
If there was
그러므로
zero
링
chance of
컴버
taking a
회신
base Sinclair solo through
수박을
4-1, it
곁들인
just wouldn't
용수형 과자로
happen.
결정하지.
Oh yeah, okay, there's Rain Cloud. I was going to say, we'll see if we get it from syncing refreshes. The game really wants to give me Grey Coat. I'm not taking it. Let's see. Give me Pierce for evade power. We got Rain Cloud, so next floor we're thinking maybe... I don't think we'll go to checkup yet. I don't have enough rupture gifts out of the pool. Hopefully we just get like a line 1
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
while we're re-rolling.
이만하면 순항이죠. 바람도 딱 좋네.
Yeah, if enemies still got the Mirror Dungeon 2 hard buffs now, like, the reason you could only do solos with good IDs back then was largely because of those buffs. If they had those buffs now, you would probably have to, like, just go to Canto 2. I think most IDs could still get through like automated factory, even with the Mirror Dungeon 2 buffs.
현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가
But
발생했습니다.
good luck soloing Dregs of the Manor with literally
안 되면
anyone.
어쩔 수 없지만요. 재밌는 순간이에요.
W Dawn and W Ryoshu could solo on early MD. You just get like killed so often, but if you got through the first turns, yeah, you could survive.
성공적 상황 종료 확률이 약 4.1%.
You definitely had the offense for it.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Sorry about Discord
재밌는
sounds.
워프 열차 연산 시스템이
Hit my
정리
mute
방식의
button by
선택이
mistake.
적절했음을 판단했습니다. 훌륭합니다.
재밌는 순간이에요.
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야?
The in-mare meta, yeah.
쉬엄쉬엄해도
He had self-protection, he was naturally tanky.
해보기는 할게요.
Debuffs, healing, it all makes sense. He was kind of the original solo ID, in a way.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
얼마나 좋습니까?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
They had to change how protection works because of him. I thought it was always just 10% dynamic. Was it different before? This might be Limbus history I'm unaware of. Show me line 1. Base Mare without Uptype 4 kind of couldn't clash, but if you wanted to solo with a base ID, he was the way to go. "10 protection could do 0 damage.
사냥을 위해서라면
5% of the original roll, is that a thing? Also, we're gonna, as much as I don't want to, the economy isn't good enough that I am willing to skip out on the extra economy from this fight, so we have an intermission.
저건 아르카나의
해보기는 할게요.
분명 강한
안 되면
암시가
어쩔 수
걸린 걸 거야.
없지만요.
조심해야 해. 요새
I guess how high would a roll have to be for 5% of that roll to be higher than 1?
영상 보는 거랑 좀 비슷한 느낌도 있고. 설까 이건 좀 재밌을
It would have to be like 20. You don't often see things rolling higher than 20. So that's why I didn't know about that, I guess. I just always thought it was 1 damage at minimum.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
And also if it rounds down, it could be even higher than 20. And most things round down in this game, so...
매뉴얼을 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
That's interesting, yeah. And that's final damage, because it is still possible to take 0 damage from hits if the enemy has final damage down on Clash Loss.
깔끔한 절단력인걸?
That was not there before Enmare was added.
언제나 순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만
I guess they didn't like true invulnerability.
해보기는 할게요. 설레게 만들었다. 안 되면 어쩔 수
Base ID solo, well, good luck. I've done 6 of these. This one shouldn't be the worst of them.
거슬리는 놈을 깔끔히 잘라냈군. 그게 바로
We'll be officially past the halfway point once I get this one done.
유혈적 폭력 사태의 진압
해보기는
가능성이
할게요. 안
50%를
되면 어쩔 수 없.
상회했습니다.
재밌는
승객 일부의
순간이에요.
문제를 감지했으나 워프
개체에게
열차
치명적인
연산
손상을
시스템은
입히는 데
해당
성공했어.
I should really just like upgrade drill.
가게 일부가
That will help my damage.
잘 됐어. 이제 신경 쓰이던 공격은 해소되겠군.
뭔가 뜻대로 안
해보기는
됐나 봐.
할게요.
기만
안
전술이
되면 어쩔
잘
수
먹혀든
없지만요.
모양이네요. 이제 각계
늘
격파만 남았군요.
새롭다니까요.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데.
Definitely
저건 우리
remembering
지원대
why
시켜서
I
고쳐야겠다.
unequipped the
수리대금도
Herbert
받고
announcer or
시민들도 금방
Hubert. I
편해지겠고.
forget one of those.
나도 뭔가 원하는
Need
대로 된것
this
같은데?
for
상대방
Hohenheim.
전에.
Greycoat showing up again. This is the most I've ever seen Greycoat appear in the shop, and it's when I don't want it. Actually got False Halo, that's nice. I have only one slash skill, so resolution does nothing. It would be getting a slash skill out of the pool. Oh, I missed a skill replace there. Ah. You know what? I have Starlight to burn. I'll do a Starlight skill replace. Pretends that we didn't miss that. Fuse for slash. Again, I just want to work toward lunar. 3, 3, 1. What's the one I don't need? Bleed. Alright. Can buy this. One less thing in the pool. Should be good.
흥미로운 일이
Observation
벌어질
levels
수도
just
있어요.
don't work at all. I've heard that before. I feel like it's almost intentional. It's weird that they ever mattered for damage, and they intentionally removed it in Railway.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I feel like they just silently removed it from all damage calculations. Okay, so we have to not corrode here. This is an egoless solo. It's like the mandatory puzzle part of every Base ID solo I do.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
왜
없지만요.
그딴 표정으로 쳐다보는 거지? 설마
Failed that evade.
로싱
Well, I don't think this is going to be the successful attempt.
온순해졌을 거라 기대했나?
우리가 얼마나 더 무너지고 어둠에 익숙해져야 빛이 보일까? 관리자님은
열차는
좋겠어.
정리 요원에게
The problem is that it's
안내를
on
드립니다.
use
현재
SP loss,
특정 구실에서 소요 사태가
so my evades are
발생했습니다.
so likely to
신속한
fail.
처치를 부탁드립니다.
해보기는
I just need him
할게요.
to double tails roll with the body on the first turn. I also have Cantabile, which will help with SP. There we go. Double tails roll.
제 칼은 다 갈아놨지?
And then we just clash the body.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Why not just unequip all of the egos? It's in the, like, in case I get a hidden boss and I give up, I would rather be able to use egos and maybe still finish the run, even if I lose the
해보기는
egoless.
할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
That's why I keep the egos equipped.
재밌는 순간이에요.
Because as sad as it would be to, you know, fail the challenge,
구입하게.
I think we can all agree we would rather see me complete the run.
바닥을 기는 모습은
테스트 난도가
어디서나
너무
별반
높았던 게
차이가 없네.
아닐까요? 조금 내리는 편.
아니, 방금 상황으로 얻은 데이터가 있을 테니 굳이 난도를 내릴 필요는 없겠지.
What if so his eyes broke the thrill there. Both of his eyes broke, which corroded me. What if I never hit the eyes?
해보기는 할게요.
What if I just broke the
안 되면
body?
어쩔 수 없지만요.
Like 3 sinking count, but no sinking potency, so it's fine.
보자, 싸울 준비는 끝났을까?
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔
Does
수
thrill
없지만요.
kill his eyes before I can kill him by just hitting the body is the question.
왜? 쌈 구경시켜
Okay, that eye is breaking. I don't know why it has so much more health than the other one. It has just a lot more rupture. I guess it's just chance from the ego gifts applying. I think we kill that eye this turn.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I could just do it on 410. I could equip the egos later, but I don't want to like forget about it. And that is also, you know, 100 cost I have to spend. Don't corrode me. Please be out of coins. Okay. We're through. It's like, this is basically the only chance for me to corrode in the run. And we've always been able to get past it before. Maybe it takes a reset or two, but it's a fun little puzzle.
해보기는 할게요.
나는 어떤 사람과도 잘 지낼 자신이 있지만 관리자님은 예외.
So Snake Slough is the pack reward here. We're hoping it's not tied to base or final power. If it is, I'm skipping it. It's not worth it. We at least got False Halo here either way. You don't do enough damage to scare me. All in on my form empties. I bet not a lot of people know that Panic makes all your sin resistances fatal. I didn't know that for a long time. But yeah, I do know it now.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프의 연산 시스템은 치명적인 한방이었어. 약 14%의 거의 진압되고 있음을 판단했습니다.
여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
They actually managed to stagger me. That took like all heads rolls from them.
치명상을 입은 상태네. 자, 다들 팔 걷어 붙이고 저들이 편하게 잠들 수 있도록 침대볼을 깔아주자고.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
Learned something new today, yeah.
완전 과감한 판단이었어.
And you don't often panic, so I can't blame anyone who doesn't know that.
그래도 완전
제압
좋은
계획의
판단이었던 건
단계는 큰 거 아니야?
사실이네요.
적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
특별히 첨언할 이유가
늘 새롭다니까요.
Because even if you know, hit minus 45 SP, you probably have some alter ego equipped.
당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴듯해
We hit the
보이지만
tier 4 every time
하나도
here. Nope,
재미있는
okay,
소리
no
말이야.
gift. Brutality I will take. If it's not base and final power, it's fine. Okay, I think we're going to go here. These are the two gifts I care about the most. I mean, well, that's not true. I care about Shadow Bamboo Hat more, but Boombox guaranteed. And I can hopefully refresh for Shadow Bamboo Hat. Yeah, I wasn't going to say for sure when we have knowledgeable chat members, but I agree. There's no way to panic when you have alter ego equipped. Corrosion always takes priority.
일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요. 해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Brutality? It doesn't do anything if they hit tails. And I'm even a sinking ID.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을
해보기는 할게요.
확인해보죠.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Even if you aren't a sinking ID, base and final power are, I won't quite say objectively worse than brutality, but I think they are significantly worse.
연산 시스템은 해당 행동에 약 14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
지금 쓸모없이 힘만 빼는 걸 수도 있어.
If you set your own panic type to echoes of the manner, you can still act. I thought about it like, yeah, it would change. I didn't think about still being able to act, though. That's interesting. Is that the only one you can do? Because corroded, like, portrait-ish inflicts that. I don't think you can, like, make the other ones hit allies, though.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
There's no way to make Aroma Ryoshu inflict solitude on allies, at least not that I know of.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
와우! 벌써 재료를 저기까지 손질해둔 것이오. 오늘 공장 일찍 문 닫을 해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I need Lunar soon. I can feel the slash ineffective. I should be able to craft it, like, next floor, I think. Josephine also just inflicts it, yeah? Interesting.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
I still wonder if we'll ever get another corrosion ego that isn't targets randomly. Because Screw Loose Wallop and Teleport Dawn don't target randomly on their corrosion, and that's always been strange to me. But like, it kind of makes sense. They have other things that are supposed to be their downside, like Teleport Dawn inflicts rupture to your team. It feels like an abandoned mechanic though, so those will just remain as odd egos forever. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's some that have like priority target mechanics, but like they aren't indiscriminate. Like you can just fully choose targets with it. I want these, and then show me Shadow Bamboo Hat, please. We'll try again. There it is. And the tattoos. There we go. Now I want rupture gifts. Well, not really this one. Not quite what I meant. I'll take this. No, there's so many... Yeah, I'm happy with that one extra refresh. Okay. Teleport Dawn at Dreadspin 2, so no downside. Your downside is that it's not AoE, because it's not Dreadspin 4. But yeah, sort of no downside. I have all 3 rocks. I need 2 stones. So I guess we try to fuse, like, bleed, and maybe we get the bleed stone? Yeah. Next floor, do I get a tier 4 rupture gift? I would like to make Lunar next floor, so I'm going to go ahead and do an extra fusion here, I think. I don't need this. And surely I have a useless tier 2 somewhere. Let's just get rid of White Gasifium. Next floor I'll make Lunar. Okay. I did do a cell. Good floor.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
And now we sit through sweepers. I still don't know if I should time it someday. Does full stop or sweepers take longer? What do we think? I feel like it depends at what point in the run you do the sweepers. If you're actually like one-shotting them, then sweepers go faster. Full stop for sure, yeah, because full stop is always early. And it's 40 enemies to kill. For this run, it will be full stop for sure.
차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동에 약 14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
Sweepers with their ability to revive. If you're overkilling them, they don't revive though. I think on good runs, it's just like there are less total sweepers than there are total full stop. And that's the only thing that matters.
너희도 세피라들도 처음부터 거리를 하지 말았어야지.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
Very fitting announcer choice there, game. 2 in a row, sweeper voice lines. I have like 40 announcers equipped. That's kind of crazy to get 2 sweepers in a row.
방금 건 제대로 안 꺼냈어. 돌아가면 맥주라도 사야겠는가?
Yeah, even if you don't do the overkill, the revive is just a chance still. It's a lot of bleed. Glad to have investigator badge.
아까처럼만 해.
I don't know what was going on that one time. In one of my solo runs, you can go check all the VODs if you want. My on-hit healing was proccing like after the badge revive instead of before it. And I was going crazy at the time because I was like, that's not how it's supposed to work. And it was making me lose to Callisto. But I haven't been able to recreate that since. Now my healing goes before like it used to always do. I have no idea what was causing that.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
I feel like they made boombox healing uncapped because they want the middle to actually be able to use their counters without just dying. So they kind of need to let them heal a lot. How many head rolls? Alright, full head rolls on 15 sanity. We might die again then to bleed. Might actually lose to sweepers. That almost never happens. How much bleed do I have? 8 by 8. Hopefully my on-hit healing is enough, but I might die here. Yeah, we're dead. We did not get staggers off. Wow. They killed me through investigator badge. Good job, sweepers. Good job, trash disposal. This is proving to be the hardest Base ID solo so far. No one else has really struggled this much. Don't know what's going on. It feels like it's just bad luck. Was it the order of acquisition of the ego gifts? It might be. That's the best theory I've heard. Maybe I got Greycoat really late on that run and I got it after Ampule. It's probably that. I wouldn't expect that to matter, since it's like healing on hit versus dying to bleed. Those are like different timings. But I don't know what else could have caused it.
직전의 공격처럼 개체에게 치명적인 일격을 가해봅시다. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Can't wait for Mare to get Greycoat ego passive, yeah. It's going to be great when he gets his... but no, he has to get an Envy ego. Because we haven't had a Battle Pass featured Envy ego yet, and we've gotten all of the other ones. And there's no way they make Greycoat an Envy ego. I guess it could just be some other ego besides his Battle Pass highlight.
이미 우리는 손에 많은 피를 묻혔잖아. 몇 명 늘어난다고 달라지는 건 없어.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
개체에게 치명적인 손상을 입히는 데 성공했습니다.
It's Sichun's birthday as well. Yeah, that is true.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
There's no way to get Sichun in Mirror Dungeon though, unfortunately.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
It is weird that Queen of Hatred is the only assist unit that shows up. I guess because she's actually like integral to the fight's mechanics.
최고의 선택이었어. 관리자. 해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Season 4 didn't have an MDE ego in the battle pass. I'm saying for the like paid reward level 120. We've gotten every sin of MD as that ego except Envy. Because we had Great Trichiliocosm, Yearning Recalla, Sun Shower, whoever was Gluttony, I know it exists. Who was Gluttony? Or does it not exist? Am I misremembering the image I saw?
아, 완전 과감한 판단이었어요.
중계하듯이 말하지 좀 마시라니까.
그래도
해보기는
완전
할게요.
좋은
늘
판단이었던 걸
새롭다니까요.
사실이네요.
달빛조차 찬란한
늘
올고리
새롭다니까요.
훌륭하고 한 수 배웠네.
Tears of Tarnished. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that one. That's one of the most relevant egos to discuss. Ah, yeah, there's that, and then,
방금 건 제대로 안 꺼냈어.
you know, the rest.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Gloom
어쩔
is
수 없지만요.
Binds, Pride is... Pride is someone. Is Pride just like also Binds? Maybe it had Binds Otis on there. I know I saw an image with all of them. No, Pride is Blind Obsession, yeah. So we have all of them as the highlight egos except Envy. So, by process of elimination, there's a 100% chance that Mayor's Capstone ego is Envy. Flawless reasoning here.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야. 늘 새롭다니까요. 적확한 한압이었어.
Alright, sweepers, your time is up.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
아, 놀랐네.
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 1차 연산
So next floor I'll make Lunar, and I should try to get Emerald Elytra soon, just so I can actually, like, crit. Let's see, are we getting punished with a bad trial here? The brutality, that's fun. Okay, we're actually getting a lot of brutality. Oh, would you look at that? Everything I wanted, just at the end there. Okay, so floors 8, 9, and 10, where are we still going? We're going to Checkup, we're going to probably Miracle in District 20, and then I can go to either Dusk of Amber or Line 3. Line 3 I can probably wait and do on floor 12. So I could go Dusk of Amber now if I want to. Get the Pink Petals gift. It is showing up there. I'll do some refreshes, see if I get something rarer to show up. If like Checkup shows up offering a Rupture gift, I'll go there, for example. Okay, it's showing this, which is also good. I think I don't want to go to the Bakyak, because then there's just more gifts in the pool to make it less likely that I can get these. Let's just go to regular Checkup when it's showing one of the Limbus Company gifts. and we will do rupture keyword refreshes. You've got this, Honglu.
너무 칭찬하진 말아주세요. 흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
혈액팩이라도 먹었나? 아니지.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
The niche pick of La Mancha Pass or Moon in the Water. I've thought of it. There's just too many good packs now for me to ever really want to do that, but it is an option. I just like don't mind that much if you ever drop poise count. Like maybe you drop it, but you can just get it back. Like you just need to crit once per turn. You'll still always get that, even if you aren't critting every hit. It's a lot of sinking.
즐거움. 언제나 순탄치 않았고 때로는 어설펐지만 여러분과 해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
29 by 9 sinking.
그렇게 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아요.
Oh, and I didn't stagger that guy, so he's actually hitting me. Yeah, crits do still do a lot more damage, but by the time you're actually running out of poise count, you're probably pretty close to ending the fight.
그걸 한눈에 알아보시는 거군요.
뭐 기본이지.
Like, you get a lot of poise counts in a solo every turn from Emerald Elytra, Horseshoe, huge gift stack, Clover. Like, it all adds up to a lot of poise counts even if you aren't a poise ID. Even once you end up poise negative, you have like a backlog of poise to burn through before you actually run out.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
너희도 그렇게 생각해?
늘 새롭다니까요.
그래.
그렇게 시원하게
처리하니
늘 새롭다니까요.
잘 썰렸다.
지금처럼 엄마와 함께 이곳저곳을 다니며 많은 기억을 쌓아줘. 언젠가 그 중에서 가장 멋진 곳에
Give
나를
me
데려갈 수 있게.
cost. Do I want to fight this guy? I have an evade. I can fight this guy.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
I've never looked into Moon in the Water's debuff cleanse. It's always intrigued me.
저건 딱 봐도 복잡한 설계를 심어놨네.
My evade is lust,
가끔 머리 식힐 때는
not,
저런
or
문제를
it's
직접
sloth,
풀어보는데.
not pride.
어렵진 않네. 아 맞아.
해보기는 할게요.
전에 이러고 답을 냅다
안 되면
말해버리니까
어쩔 수
집에서
없지만요.
엄청 싫어했었지. 이번엔 가만히 있어볼게. 한번 잘 봐봐.
I don't think an evade skill would count as like having a pride skill for the gifts that care about that. Yeah, allies with pride affinity attack skills, it says on plushie, so there's still a reason to keep it. I think I'm going full skill Dorito. I just haven't been offered many skill replaces. I accidentally rolled past one.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, for Moon in the Flower, whatever it's called. It does say it counts all IDs in the team, but let me read exactly what it says. Moon in the Water.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
At 12 plus on hit with the skill, if it hits critically, remove one random removable negative effect applied to self. That should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Okay. one fight against these
흥미로운 일이
guys.
벌어지면 좋겠어요. 분위기가 좋네.
Yeah, we were talking about the moon and the water gift and its debuff cleanse. It's something I've never actually tried out in solo. Yeah, it's like increases effects based on having poise and rupture IDs in the team.
틈이 벌어졌네. 해보기는 할게요.
한 발이면
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
우리 의뢰가 아니잖아.
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
I would probably go for that if I actually did a Lord Honglu solo. But he got 0 votes when I put him in the poll, so I don't think people want that.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이
해보기는
있다면
할게요.
바로 전송해주게.
안 되면
It
어쩔 수
definitely doesn't
없지만요.
require both. It says, based on the number of identities in the team, load out with attack skills that apply rupture or gain poise. There aren't even 12 poisture IDs. Definitely not one for every center.
적당히 쉬엄쉬엄해도 괜찮을 텐데.
별로 어려울 거.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없게. 재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고
늘
생각했거든.
새롭다니까요.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
Okay.
평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
It's like, yeah, who cares about removing debuffs the most? I mean, kind of just everyone benefits, because the stuff you want to get rid of is like the 900 bleed that Callisto gives you. Okay, we got all the rupture gifts immediately. I think I have the most sinking gifts, so that's my highest chance to see the keyword list stuff. There's prestige card. Never say no to that. Okay, I don't think we're getting the thing. We can craft Lunar. There's MDE, so we might get to test that out. 3, 2, 1, 1. Give me that back. Sell this. And we are well on our way. Let's go ahead and enhance a few things. I have the cost, and I think I have both of the enhancement gifts. Do I have a refund? It doesn't look like I actually do, so I won't go crazy on the enhancements. Just, I want a bit of poise. And, yeah, we'll just do that for now.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
You see, I already did a Chem Salt solo, and I don't want to do repeats, even though he's going to get... I forgot I was fighting you. I would have enhanced a few more things if I remembered that.
해보기는
Oh, we
할게요.
should be fine. We have
안 되면 어쩔 수
Boombox.
없지만요.
And we can actually stack Rupture. Yeah, we're fine.
아니면 엄마처럼 거짓말쟁이가 되어버릴까?
주인님이 도착하기 전까지 끝내보자.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
맞이할 준비를 해야 하니까. 좋아, 알맞게 먼지 덩어리를 털어냈네. 그러니까 이젠 광을 내볼 차례겠지.
Yeah. And you just have no sanity, and you die to thrill.
얽힌 문제는
Oh yeah, and your guards aren't clashable. That's like the most annoying thing about hard mode Hohenheim, is that these guards become clashable. Yeah, MDE got one of the largest buffs that any ego gift has ever gotten.
미묘를 만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게만 해.
이만하면 충분할 테지.
We just stagger you here.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
And you die to contract.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다.
Pretty clean. Maybe we get the thing here. Tier 3 gift? No. Duplicate? Okay. Can take that and growth. Keenan was the worst trial there, but it actually gave me a useful gift. So we're looking for Miracle in District 20 and Dusk of Amber. Looks like it's making me pack search. No, we can do Miracle. I like going here when it's showing Jolly plushie, or Sad plushie rather, but I don't believe. I'll just do my poise refreshes and be happy with it.
저를 믿어주셔서 감사해요.
Please actually give me the Tremor gift. A 415 Hohenheim put in Railway. He doesn't clash the highest. It's just going to be a do you have healing check. Like, Greycoat will still just full heal you every hit if you have it. Okay, there we go. That's a good reroll. Although I do kind of want... There we go. Huge gift sack and this thing. What else? I can do Tremor Refresh, I guess. See if the tier 1 shows up. It did not. Okay. Give me back the Blunt Stone. Oh, I did get this. Okay. Oh, I have it already? Then just give me Downpour. Sell it tier 3. I'll go ahead and enhance this now. I can go down to like 500 cost and not lose out on interest. If I get all these refunds, I can just enhance everything. I'll stop there. Alright, pretty good floor. I mean, no sad plushie, but that's honestly expected for most runs. Most IDs don't get healing, though. Every ID with a blunt skill has good healing now. But yeah, most, and like you can always still use Ego. I don't think a 415 Hohenheim would be easy, but I don't think he would be the worst thing ever. Yeah, is Lantern Yisung the most power creep resistant ID in the game? I've thought about this before. I'm pretty sure the answer I decided was yes. I think it's unlikely they make an ID that is better at resource generation than him in the near future. Which railway section would be the worst? I feel like Section 4 could be really bad in Extreme. Callisto is already, you know, hidden boss already. He is the easiest hidden boss. I guess it just depends what they do to him. I don't think the butterfly would be bad. Like, the thing that makes butterfly bad is high health. And, you know, already high health isn't going to scale that much crazier in Mirror Dungeon compared to your damage. Section 2, you'll outspeed everything, but yeah, if you aren't, like, AoEing Honglu, it could be bad. All of the sections could be bad, honestly. Actually, wait. Section 3, how would that even play out? You probably just one side and kill her in 3 turns?
subseries 저녁만 찬 냄새를 맡아버린 손님들처럼 비틀거리고 있네. 한 접시 근사하게 먹여줄까?
Section 1 might be difficult? You're on to something. No one's talking about that one.
해보기는 할게요.
Like, I think you could just kill Will You Play in 3 turns and not have to hit the middle Pekatula.
시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하는데도
적에게 치명상을
Because if they had MD buffs, they would be insane. Minus 100% dynamic is not saving you from those counters. So if you can't kill Will You Play in 3 turns, Section 2 becomes like basically impossible. You would just have to ignore them and attack just her and hope you can kill her in time. Oh wait, I almost messed up there. I need to save my skill 3s for everyone's favorite game. How many skills is it going to take to kill Santata?
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
We're doing skill 3s. They're clashing into his body. How many is it going to take? That's the question. We do have needle and thread. Let that influence your choice. 3 or 4. I'm thinking it's going to be 2 or 3.
해보기는 할게요.
I'm going to officially
안
guess
되면
3.
어쩔 수 없지만요.
절묘한 하나되었고
야!
놀라운 명령이네요.
Tails rolls could have made it go to 4, but we got it done in 3. Alright.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높고.
Yeah, you can stagger the middle IDs to make them break their resonance. That's like the way base IDs are able to deal with that section. But, like, I mean, 415, remove their stagger thresholds, give them more health. It's going to be hard to do. Okay, where were we going now? I said Dusk of Amber? Okay. I probably should just do line 3. But I'm going to do Dusk of Amber. Unless the BE decides to show up in these next 2 rerolls. It's giving me that, okay. Thrill might just kill them. Not on 415.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
You know, if you had no ego equipped, and you just panicked instead of ego corroding, then you would have like 6 turns to kill Will You Play, and that would be plenty of time. Because you can survive 40% HP damage, plus her then hitting you twice. Like, that would be fine. At least I think you would be able to survive that in Mirror Dungeon. Maybe not with her Envy skill. I don't know, if she gets added, we'll just try to kill her in 3 turns.
딱히 할 말은 없네요. 할 수 있다. 힘을 냈으면 한다.
해보기는 할게요.
제게
안
그런
되면
말을
어쩔 수
바라지
없지만요.
않을 거잖아요.
늘 새롭다니까요.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
We can't quite lose our bleed stack here, which is a little alarming. This fight's so weird with them like running away.
자, 다들 팔 걷어
We
붙이고
should lose the bleed stack here, I think.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
It would just use this time to unpack every so often. That's like only if you hit her though, right? Or I guess it's because I was breaking their resonance so much is why she only did it the one time.
해보기는 할게요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
Will you play will be the lower 4 Railway 6-pack. We might just get one Railway 6-pack that gives you randomly section 2, 3, or 4. Who knows? Yeah, she can unpack from resonance. I just didn't let them resonate when I was doing that with base IDs. That was like my top priority. Hello. I can't get it. I did finally get coffee in my compendium though. I do have 100% compendium now. Section 2, 3, or 5. I think that's, yeah. I don't even know if they would do section 5 or not, but I hope they do. Okay, just roll 37 against me. Considering 2 of the enemies in section 4 are already hidden bosses, I think it's pretty likely section 4 won't be an MD at all, yeah? I mean, Shiomi Yoru will continue to never make it to Mirror Dungeon.
적확한 한압이었어.
I should get one more skill replaced. Get rid of this skill too. I don't need it. Sloth gives you nothing unless you do resonance, and a single slash skill, I believe, also doesn't give me anything. A line 6-pack and it's 30 mannequins. That's already every Kanto 9-pack.
그래도 완전 좋은 판단이었던 건 사실이네요.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 늘 새롭다니까요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
We don't need another Sancho boss ending the turn after a single skill. Don't you love health gates that force into the turn? Isn't it everyone's favorite mechanic? Okay, I want sinking gifts. Show me all your sinking gifts. Mostly that one. Greycoat, once again, I will not be taking you. There's skill replace, there's this and this, okay. And now we enhance everything. Everything I care about, at least. I feel like I'm missing gifts. Like, more gifts than I should be. Like, I don't have Red Gasipium yet. I don't have the Sinking Tier 4 yet. I don't have Charge type gloves. I'm definitely missing gifts. We didn't get to fight very many abnormalities. That's why the economy is bad this run. What tier 4 do I make? I guess Sinking. Sell this. Enhance this. It's oh, I do need this for the fusion. Do I have the other thing? I don't think. Yeah, I do. Okay. make this. Looks good fusion-wise. I can try to make this still. It's just better to do all of this now rather than later, because later we will have inflation. Okay, good enough. I'm missing charge type gloves, but that's like the only major thing. I guess I don't have Piece of Relationship or Faith yet. Yeah, overall, the run started really strong. Good floor 2, good floor 3. But I just didn't get that many events that let me fight things for extra cost. So, a little behind on the economy, even though I got a pretty good start here.
주인님이 도착하기 전까지 끝내보자.
I'm going to attempt to evade.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
This is a fight you can lose with all the bleed. Too much brutality. No prestige card. I did get it on like floor 7 or 8. But yeah, we didn't have it for a while.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
꽤 나쁘지 않은 공격 방식이었어.
선배는 그걸 한눈에 알아보시네.
뭐 기본이지.
That did a lot of damage.
잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는
I mean, I guess, should I really be impressed by 1,000 damage on floor 10? Maybe not. I've just come to expect very little from base IDs. Does middle fusion work regardless of team comp? Part of it does. The part that I care about does. When hit offense level and reflect bleed count, that works. I don't get base IDs of the middle. I don't get this turn, this 3 or 5 plus, but I get the healing. And if I had a counter skill, this other stuff would work. It's mostly the healing. Fusion makes the healing twice as much as just the boombox. The fusion is worth going for on any solo that isn't a bleed ID. Bleed IDs you probably want to keep respite instead of fusing.
이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없고.
6,000 damage skill tree, very real. That's not even impressive is the funny thing. Modern IDs can actually just do 6,000 damage with their skill trees.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, you definitely, you do want it on middle IDs because it has the extra like middle buffs and counter buffs, and the doubled healing is nice. You want to keep it on bleed IDs that clash in solos, but middle you'll be countering a lot.
제대로 꽂혔는데.
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
이제 수에선 벗어났나?
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면
Your
어쩔 수
first solo with Matthias Otis is going well so far. Yeah. Very powerful solo. Yeah, respite is not once per turn. It's my favorite gift in the game because of that. I love the offense level stacking. The nocturnal sweeping blunt fusion, like the other one, that one does require at least 2 middle IDs, so you can't use that one in solo.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Any expected date for the next Valpurgis? It's all speculative. I'm expecting we'll get this Intervalo, then 2 weeks later, Railway 2, then like 2 more weeks later, Valpurgis. Enter the BB takes the boombox from Nocturnal Sweeping, and then 2 non-pack specific bleed gifts, one of which is Respite. And it takes Respite and the, like, bleed face ID they added that I never learned the name of. I'm expecting the thumb IDs to drop during Railway 2 Bakgak. I'm expecting them to be same update. Yeah, Boombox, Bleed Face, and Respite. That's how you make Enter the BB. Alright, this guy takes extra damage from unopposed attacks, so let's just hit all on the same skill slot.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다.
You're gonna need to define a House of Spiders Yi-Song team. Are you trying to make it sinking? Because Knight of Despair Rudia, Faint Aroma Ryoshu, and potentially Jiyoung Ishmael as well are all good for sinking. Sanguine Fragrance descends, okay. I don't think I'll pull in the next update. I would have to really like the announcer. I only ever pull when there's announcers, because I can just shard everything else I want. I have like 3,000 boxes. But the announcers I can't get later. So it's really just if an announcer impresses me, then I try to pull. Okay, so we are looking for Code Purple. Because Code Purple is harder to do later. Okay, there it is. I was going to say if I see line 3 at this point with only 1 refresh left, I would do it, but we just got Code Purple, so that works. We have announcers, but where are the denouncers? That's what the Hohenheim announcer should be. Okay, hi there. I don't have Embers or Ampule, but I'm not allowed to skip it. This might be the loss, we'll see. Or I might have to use Ego at least. I don't have high damage, so I can't realistically kill Kira on turn 2. Strong start. I am blunt and effective at the very least. They don't have doubled bleed, I do have healing, let's just see how this goes. Am I dead turn 1? Very much so, but that's because I lost a clash. Let's win the clash. Let's win the clash. Worst face eager for this, by the way? Yeah, I am in Vrad Fatal. If I have to break the rules and use egos, that just being able to change my resistances will help a lot. Not to mention, you know, Tears of the Tarnished Blood being what it is. Brutality does nothing, by the way. Yeah, when they hit tails. Okay. Alright, so... yeah,
뭐
sure.
없어도 상관없다.
Kira did take a lot of bleed damage. Maybe there's a world where I can kill her here? And then I just like badge through Matthias, let's see.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
And by kill I mean stagger, of course. Yeah, okay, okay.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 성신합니다.
He'll activate badge here, but that should be fine.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려.
She died to moths, so it's just you. You and your 13 base power.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, I can't evade that when he hits heads, but hopefully after this turn he'll be sunk enough to not hit heads. Just don't kill me now. You have 6 coins of this, it is livable. Just don't get like triple heads roll, and we should be fine. Yeah, 411 hidden boss, not a problem. Maybe Valentina would be bad. I still have only fought her twice and it was on very strong runs. So I just don't know how bad she is.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
Worst case,
없지만요.
like, if I have to use Moro here, on like, if this attempt fails, I could use Moro and be totally fine. But I don't think this attempt will fail. Because I should be able to push him into unsealing health. Yeah, we're totally fine. Alright.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I'm getting healing from Enter the BB. Heals me for 10% of the damage I do with blunt skills.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과였겠지.
It's from Nocturnal Sweeping Bakyak, a fusion made from that. Enter the Broken Gift, yeah. And he just... oh, I didn't actually push him to the second unseal. Wow. That's how bad my damage is right now. I'm just scared his counter will one-shot me. I'm not going to attack into it. Only going to hit the unbreakable coins.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 위치였습니다.
Without Enter the BB, I probably would have just needed to use both of my Durante abilities, but I don't think I would have lost the run here.
예상했던 대로 무난하게 끝날 것 같아요.
We stagger you here, actually. Yeah, we stagger you here, just one side.
재밌는 순간이에요.
연장 솜씨가 현란하죠. 선물 만들고 도구 연습만 하는 것이요.
좋아, 계속 집중하지.
Alright. And now we can actually evade. Plus 8 evade power on heads roll. I'll be able to evade like even hidden bosses. So it should be possible going forward now.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔
I
수
hope we get
없지만요.
Valentina.
단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼 해주시면
But yeah, that was surprisingly painless. Outside of resetting turn 1 to win a clash, that was first try, I think.
관리법과 내성이 워낙 많잖아요.
And that gives me the boost in economy I need to actually enhance everything. Very kind of you to show up, Matthias. Do I have... what am I missing for the Dusk of Amber fusion? I probably don't have the Pierce gift. So maybe I do Pierce refreshes. This thing. Looks like I also don't have the tremor gift, yeah. Reverberation. There's some damage gifts. Okay, we'll look for reverberation next floor. Valentina early is just a guaranteed win. All of them early are fine. I have, okay, burn, bleed, tremor, rupture, sinking, poise, and charge. Okay, so charge is the only important one I'm missing. It's not even that important, it's not that great, but it's worth going for. This is a bit more damage. Did I sell something? I did. Okay. Yeah, so we'll look for reverberation next floor. Will I fight Ricardo? Yeah, Ricardo is floor 13 is the plan. You do code purple on 411. I need faith in relationships still, yeah. But that's I can get those later.
앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Hoping for Val, but expecting another 414 read. He really likes showing up. I definitely get Matthias the most. I think I've got Matthias literally 10 times compared to Valentina twice ever.
평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
Hoping for every nurse spotter to show up. Yeah, why don't we just get all 4? We're thinking too small here.
여관에 가면 또
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요. 절묘한 한압이었군.
재밌는 순간이에요.
4 hidden bosses is more common than the BE. If you do full refreshes on floors 3 through 10, you'll get the BE more than 4 hidden bosses, but yeah, both of them are pretty rare.
뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격에 성공한 거네. 자부심을 가져도 좋겠어.
I'm probably not polling. The only reason I ever do polls is if there's an announcer I want, because I can shard everything else and I don't care about having to wait a week.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
So if the announcer is captivating, I may poll, but otherwise, no.
서럽지가 않은데? 아주 작사를 내놨어.
늘 새롭다니까요. 재밌는 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹고.
How many boxes do I have? I don't keep track that much. I think I have like 3,000 though.
내가 있는 곳까지 흔들리던데.
I know I have enough.
거기서는 왼쪽으로 가서. 그렇지. 알맞게 먼지 덩어리를 털어냈네. 그러니까 광을 내볼 차례겠지.
You keep getting Callisto specifically, especially when you have no ring IDs. How do I have 3,000 crates? It just kind of happens when you've been playing since launch.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
You get like crates and enkephalin and stuff at a faster rate than new IDs release. Even if it's not by very much, then you know, by the time you've been playing for 3 years, you've kind of built up a stockpile.
달빛조차 잘 나갈 올곧은 하늘. 훌륭한
늘 새롭다니까요.
Yeah, and I don't particularly care for facades because I just, you know, like the animations being the ID I'm using.
자세에 틀림은 없군.
So I didn't burn a bunch on that, but I could have.
늘 새롭다니까요.
개체에게 치명적인 손상을 입히는 데 성공했습니다. 앞으로의
늘
전투도
새롭다니까요.
이대로만 부탁드리겠습니다.
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
아, 너희가 아까 생 공격을 한 바람에 반대
해보기는
끝까지
할게요.
들어가서 안 돌아와.
안 되면 어쩔 수
나
없지만요.
이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것
늘
같은데.
새롭다니까요.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 율차 연산 시스템은
잠깐
해당
하니까 말
행동의 약
그만할게.
14%의 정리
너희
비율을
잘했어.
벗어났는데요.
You have around 2,000 crates waiting in your paid battle pass, but you haven't claimed it yet.
유사 실험들이
Yeah, waiting to the end of the season to shard is like the correct thing to do, but I like trying out some of the new IDs without waiting that long.
늘 새롭다니까요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
방금은 좀 쩔었는데.
옛날에 외부 강사로
해보기는 할게요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
한 놈만 잡아주다겠지.
And okay.
해보기는 할게요.
Turn 10. This is one of the faster code purples I've done, I feel like. I guess getting a hidden boss and, yeah, and like one or two shotting them.
여기까지 다 올리지 않았어?
늘 새롭다니까요.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고.
The worst nurse father as a parent.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Who's it between? It's like Valencina is physical abuse. That's pretty bad.
재밌는 순간이에요.
옳다.
늘 새롭다니까요.
아재, 그것은 그 짝에
늘 새롭다니까요.
It's either Valencina or Shiomi, I think.
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱
Who's the best? I think it's almost unanimously agreed that Callisto is the best.
멀쩡한 장비가 남아 있었나 봐.
해보기는
Callisto
할게요.
tries to be
안 되면 어쩔 수
a good
없지만요.
parent. He just doesn't understand what types of things aren't good for kids.
늘
이제
새롭다니까요.
신 수에선 벗어났나?
죄송해요. 진짜 어지러워서 못 봤어요.
효력사.
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
늘 새롭다니까요.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어. 그중 제일 뛰어난 게 검이었고. 꽤 나쁘지 않은 공격 방식이었어.
늘 새롭다니까요.
그걸 한눈에
Like Callisto actually felt like he cared about Ryushu.
재밌는 순간이에요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
난 너희가
이번에도 멋지게
좀 더
해냈네.
어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
엔젤라님에게
Your favorite
가득
nurse father is Shiomi, but you hate her actions. My least favorite nurse father is Shiomi, and I hate her actions.
같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도 재미없는 소리 말이야.
Alright, we're looking for line 3. Give me embers. There it is.
완수했어요.
You can't bring up this, or you can't argue that Callisto isn't the best because he only cared about Ryoshu for her art, and then try to argue that it's Matthias.
했어요.
Matthias... I'm not even going to get into it, but I don't think it was Matthias, and other people in chat seem to agree with that. I need reverberation. There it is. And then I need to fuse unhatched embers. Okay. We got what we needed. Do I have anything left to enhance? Some of these less important things, I can still do them. Although I guess extra cost I could spend refreshing for charge type gloves. There we go. And then do I have stuff to fuse? I can't really fuse away at tier 4 because I'm still trying to make faith and peace of relationship. I can do 3, 3, and 1. There's faith, okay. We're running out of tier 4s. Peace of relationship is going to be literally last.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세나.
And we get the full benefits of Carmilla here for the last
어쩔 수
time.
없지만요. 재밌는 순간이에요.
와, 저것 봐. 저건 탈퇴 상태인 것
해보기는
같아.
할게요.
기절일
안
수도
되면
있고.
어쩔 수 없지만요.
시간이 가난한 사람들 같아 보이기도 해.
깔끔한
최종
절단
내션을
얘기인걸?
보장하는 제도는 잘 만든 것 같아. 너희도 그렇게 생각해?
맞아. 살살해.
해보기는 할게요.
그러다 뼈라도 부서지면
안 되면 어쩔 수
팔뚝에
없지만요.
뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
저런 사람을 영입해요. 내일 새롭다니까요.
아까처럼만 해. 다음부터 이번 전투는 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
Do most parents accidentally traumatize their descendants? Is it really most?
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만.
But like, I get the point you're trying to make.
저 도야지 같은 새끼들.
재밌는 순간이에요.
멋졌어. 너희들의
재밌는
사랑이
순간이에요.
빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한
이제
아르카나들을
싱크에선
내일
벗어났나?
새롭다니까요.
이대로면
아,
승리도 시간 문제겠지.
여기서 이런 공격이 잘 먹다니까요.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
이런 제압은
해보기는
회사에겐
할게요.
효율적일지는
안 되면
몰라도
어쩔 수 없지만요.
직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지.
야,
그 희생을 값싼
재밌는
대가로 여기는 게
순간이에요.
아니라면 항상
Seems that chat really has just become trauma scaling.
목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건
재밌는 순간이에요. 내일 새롭다니까요.
치명적인 한방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다
인류를
오르지 않았어?
만들어주길 잘했네. 그렇게만 달빛조차 살려나갈 올곧은 하나.
해보기는 할게요.
한수
안
배웠네.
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
The run's going pretty well though. I've got almost every gift I can think of. I'm basically just missing peace of relationship. I should be able to guarantee get that next floor refusion.
그래도
자세히 틀림은 없고
413 is when the run, you know, starts to maybe be hard.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
You're so sad they nerfed the Hongocopter when they redid the base ID animations. It's the first I've heard negative about it. I honestly don't remember what it used to be like.
치명상을 입혔군요.
바로 정부의
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을
I'm
가지고
overall a
있다.
fan of the
제가 늘 말씀드린
animation update they got, for sure.
그걸 한눈에
기본이지.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요. 재밌는 순간이에요.
Bit of a boring run right now. At least we actually got a hidden boss. Even if it was on floor 11.
버틸 수 있겠어?
Also, leave it to Pekon Town to actually, you know, stagger me. Not just win the clash, but fully proc my embers.
재밌는 순간 늘 새롭다니까요.
저 객차는 오래 버티지 못하겠군요. 관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
The stream is so long that you had a nap. We're not even at 3 hours yet. If you ignore the first 30 minutes, this is actually a pretty fast run. Not like the fastest ever, but we'll be done at like about 2.5 hours probably of runtime.
늘 새롭다니까요. 늘 새롭다니까요.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의
해보기는
능력이
할게요.
우수하다는 것이
안 되면
증명되는 것
어쩔 수
같아
없지만요.
다행이군요.
I mentioned this in the Discord.
방금은 좀
But in case you aren't there, I'll mention it now. I'm planning on streaming Up Taiwan against Kanto 9 soon, potentially even tomorrow. Now that obviously won't be one stream, but we can at least start that. Hopefully tomorrow.
잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어? 당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요.
I haven't played my Up Taiwan account in quite a while because it just got like stuck on Lei Hang. Up Taiwan no ego could not beat Lei Hang. Up Taiwan of which IDs? Whoever I decide is best. And whoever I have. It dies to Xiaomi, probably. I've already had to give up EGOless for Lei Hang and Jiamu. I'll be doing as much as I can of Taiwan no ego. I'll use base ego when I have to. And hopefully Up Taiwan plus base ego can beat everything in the game still. There's no way I can do Up Taiwan no ego against Xiaomi. That's like very much not going to happen. We have the skills I want. Does Piece of Relationship just want to show up in the shop is the question. Apparently I never got Emerald Elytra. Another chance to get Grey Coat. I still don't want it. Yeah, let's just fuse Blunt, and it should give me... There's like 4 gifts left in the pool, I think. Can't be too many. Does this do anything for me? No. I don't need this. Up Taiwan is similar in strength to base centers. They're better at some things, but worse at other things. I find the difference between them pretty interesting, which is why I, wanted to make the Up Taiwan account. And when I made it, I hadn't seen anyone do it before. Okay, how many gifts am I going to have to fuse here? There can't be that many more in the pool. What do I not need? This. And I don't need you or you. There it is. And then I can sell all the rocks, because now I don't need to keep them to empty the pool. There we go. Do I want to... I'll sell one more rock to full heal. Just to make things go as well as they can. I did get reverberation and make the fusion, yeah. Up Taiwan is worse for speed than base IDs. Up Taiwan has better damage and better skill 2s, but Up Taiwan's skill 1s are horrible, and they might make up 60% of your skills. Up Taiwan's skill 1s being so bad is the main thing that makes it hard. Which is why Up Taiwan IDs that have like clashable counters, those are often really good. Because those are just kind of like skill 1.5. It's just always having access to something better than your skill 1 is nice.
워프 열차 모니터링 서비스 진단 결과 정리요원의 부상 정도가 높음을 감지했습니다.
This is kind of a really bad start to this fight. Can I click on my skills, please? We might just like full die here. But we can have a better turn 1 and 2 if needed. Yeah, Up Taiwan gets no passives, they have terrible speed range. Same thing that makes clashable counters good in normal content? Yes, but to an even greater extent. Because a lot of clashable counters are like the same at uptie 1 and uptie 4. Fire Fist Gregor just has a 16 rolling clashable counter always. He's really good for uptie 1. Because 16 is higher rolling than most of my skill 2s can get.
다 법을 이제야 좀 이해했고.
절묘한 한압이었군.
Less for like an hour and we're at extreme. Yeah, this is floor 13. You missed Matthias on floor 11.
인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 송신합니다.
해보기는 할게요.
I often try to stall out this first phase to get my skill slots, but today we don't have to try to stall. We just naturally stall by being base Honglu.
재밌는 순간이에요.
제압 계획의 근거는 큰 거 아니야?
I get to actually attack power down stack on Ricardo. I've been looking forward to doing that like all stream. We finally have a boss to do it against.
늘 새롭다니까요.
정말 잘했어. 악당들을 죽여야지만 정의가 존재할 수 있는 법인데.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Attempt a true win rate only run. Would win rate work on GHU? Would it make Honglu clash for dialogues? I feel like that could be pretty bad if it doesn't.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
It would be based on speed, right? I feel like you would either need Honglu to be the fastest or the slowest to make him clash against Chiyu. It's probably fastest, if I had to guess. I'm not a master on how win rate works, but I think if he was fastest, he would always clash it.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나 봐.
Damage only is absolutely worse than win rate. I don't think damage only could beat Dongbreak. They would always, everything would target the same flower, I'm pretty sure.
정상값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 고를 게 없었지. 그치? 은근 좀 똑똑하다.
Damage only might not even be able to get through Canto 3. With modern IDs it probably could. Yeah, Werner broke my evade. Are we okay still? Yeah, we're fine. And now they're only doing one attack each. That's not enough to kill me, so I'll just hit Ricardo. It's nice to see Ricardo rolling zeros. It's fun, yeah. They love attack power down. I wish we got more of it, but I totally understand why we don't.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
Attack power down and paralyze are like the best statuses in this game, and you can't convince me otherwise.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I think we just win here.
좋아. 알맞게 먼지 덩어리 털어냈네.
4 roll on his counter, really scary there. Did like 20 damage to me even though I'm Wrath Fatal. There's a 0. I don't know if I'll quite kill him. It's going to be close with Tails rolls. 2000. Okay, now he dies.
새롭다니까요.
And to think people used to call this the hardest hidden boss.
준비를 철저히 했나 보군.
Base IDs do have a lot of attack power down. I think like Incorp has a bit. And Mare has attack power down, I know. It's really an abandoned mechanic though. Like it does not exist on very many things. Okay, what else do I want? My plan was to just do easy packs on 14 and 15, but we got a hidden boss. We can do something a bit harder. You know what? I never got imposed weight. Do we just go fight bearers of weight maybe? To grab that? You want Lei Hang? I don't think they nerfed Ricardo. There's just so many new gifts and better IDs. Okay, we can do Lei Hang. He gives me nothing, but... Railway 1? I don't want to corrode the frog. This is still an egoless run. I don't think I can do Railway 1. I will not fight you. -1 skill power. Maybe I should have just done whatever the middle option does. Turn back. Any chance I roll into imposed weight in this shop? Yes. And I can't think of any other gift I'm missing. Maybe I never got, like, Charred Disc. Ricardo was never the worst hidden boss. It was either Lei Hang or Ricardo. The other two are, like, a joke. A lot of people said Lei Hang was easy because of Permanent Moro, which, in a team, might be true. For solo, it was absolutely Lei Hang. Yeah, none of these really do anything for me. Okay. Let's see if we can survive this.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
So the thing that makes Lei Hang so bad is that he has insane turn 2 damage. Because on turn 1, he gives you 10 fragile. And so it's like turn 1 embers, that's expected. Everyone loses embers turn 1. But Lei Hang has just so much turn 2 damage to kill you after embers. We'll see if we can survive that today. I can clash, and I should be able to evade. Even if the evade fails, I take less damage because... Oh no, I didn't hit him, so I didn't get prey. So my evade does not make me take less damage. Did I misclick my evade? Did on the second slot? Did I just not evade at all? Where's my evade? Oh, he's not unbreakable, duh. He also makes you slash weak by force, unless you're naturally slash fatal. If you're naturally slash fatal, like Base Honglu, then Blessing applies after, and I'm 1x. But yeah, normally you are slash weak, which is bad.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
옳다.
돌아고 서 있으면 못 떨어진다.
Yeah, I didn't misclick my evade. I put it on his first slot because I'm used to doing that once it's unbreakable. But you're not supposed to do that on turn 2. But we didn't. I took 1 base power gift, and I inflict final power down. So this is fine. My evades are fully able to evade here.
조용하지? 언제 봐도 믿기지 않아. 이렇게나 조용한
해보기는
곳이
할게요.
곧
안 되면
아비규환으로
어쩔 수
I do have a lot of tremor on me.
효력사.
돌아오고 서 있으면 못 떨어진다.
계속하면 되겠네.
You become slash weak unless you're slash fatal, in which case you become slash neutral. Yeah, that is exactly how it works.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당
It's nice
요원에
to
대한
actually be a
평가를
syncing
송신합니다.
ID. I love having a 91 by 30 syncing stack. Enough syncing to actually lower Rian's SP.
시기들은 윤날 정도로 잘 달렸는지 다시 확인하고
해보기는
복장은
할게요.
구김없는지 체크하고
안 되면 어쩔 수
이제
없지만요.
대청소를 시작해볼까?
좋다. 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
적확한 한압이었어.
Alright, you ready for this guy to roll 0 plus 0? He got 6. Okay, I need more skill slots.
한번 버린 판인지 끝은 보고 가야지.
You think base IDs are overlooked for harder fights?
마이너라고 해도 생각보다 강할 수 있으니까.
해보기는 할게요.
I mean, the only ones you would consider are base Faust and base Honglu. They're the ones that have attack power down. It's like, it's mostly the base ego that do it. People undervalue Chains of Elders. People undervalue Crow's Eye View. Like, Chains is just enough. People need to just use Chains more if they're struggling. It solves all your problems.
꽤 나쁘지 않은 공격 방식이었어.
선배는 그걸 한눈에 알아보시는 거군요.
기본이지.
1 plus 10. This guy hits heads, he does 11 times as much damage. Let's hope he never does that.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Shout out Roseate Ishmael. I probably should use that more, but I guess it's like, on my main accounts I almost never use Ego, and then on my other accounts I'm either not allowed to use Ego or I'm only allowed to use base Ego. So I really only end up using base Ego and then Ego that are good for Mirror Dungeon Extreme, which Roseate Ishmael really isn't, unfortunately. Wouldn't be able to beat Railway 6 without Chains. Yeah, it helps on Yanglong, helps on Butterfly maybe. It's just so good.
무, 타, 법을 이제야 좀 이해했군.
Alright, let's see. Oh, he actually out-speed rolled me. That's unfortunate. I min rolled my speed. I wanted to just one-side him and hit him with 14 attack power down. But I guess I just have to clash it normally. Oh. Are we dead to the speed roll? Burned through both my revives and killed me. I guess we get to do this fight again because I min-rolled my speed. Oh, we might full evade. That'd be funny if he doesn't get enough heads rolls. No, okay. Still losing Ember's turn 1.
지휘 수행 과정에 실수가 있었던 것 같아.
뭐 상정외의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 수 없겠군요. 설마 알고 맞게 하진 않았을 테니.
Okay, I'll actually evade correctly this time. Not do it on the same slot.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Base Honglu really benefits from Roseate Desire passive in solo. Yeah, Lust Resonance. It's one of those passives I wish was better. Like, I wanted that to be the difference maker for, like, Tang Honglu soloing Jiamu, but it's just not actually great.
청할까봐 떠올 놈들은 아닌가 보네.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만 남아.
Alright, Lei Heng.
안 되면 어쩔 수
Please
없지만요.
don't out-speed roll me when we get back to your 6-coin move.
그간의 전투 경험이 돌아올 수 있으면 못 떨어진다. 적합한 조치였습니다. 그라제 그것은 늦자게 갖다 써야지. 어려울 거야.
We are getting Threadspin 5 Egos. I think it is one of the better candidates for it, yeah. And so far, it's just been 4th match play, but I could see them doing it to like all of the Season 1 Battle Pass Ego. The ones that you have to explicitly choose to get, give them more of a purpose.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
The difference maker instead was 5% crit from Maid Ryoshi passive. Actually, it was 30% damage up from Manager Dawn and being low health. That's what made Ting able to do it. So you had to fail and evade partway through the turn so that you could get low health. It was an awful solo, but I'm pretty sure I was the first in the world to pull it off, which was fun. I like having accomplishments like that.
엄마가 검을 들고 나갈
하고
때마다
나온 게 이 짝도
내가
돌아오르는구만.
엄마가 돌아오지
해보기는
않는
할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
너희는 어떠려나? 무슨 유혹은 돌아
효과적이네요.
I think Jiamu is the worst solo in the game, as far as bosses go. There's like some impossible unfocused encounters and stuff, but true soloing Jiamu is so ridiculous. It's a hard damage check on that first turn of the second phase. I think Papa Don was a disappointing fight solo. It's like almost meant for it. It's just like too easy. I'm glad my like first playthrough of the fight I didn't solo. I tend to not do solos first for anything.
적확한 한압이었어.
약점을 잘 찌른 것 같네요.
걱정은 하지
한번
않겠습니다.
아닌 끝은 보고
이미
가야지.
이길 거라고 확신하고 있으실
Alright.
테니까.
I want to use a blunt skill this turn, or a skill 1, rather.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Soloing him is explicitly missing the point, yeah, a little bit.
돌아올 수 있으면 못 떨어진다.
Oh, I wish we did a little bit more damage.
괜찮은 공격이네요.
But 2,000 per skill 3, that's like fine. And it's K-Corp Hongwu numbers, but that's okay. At least we have our Rupture stack. I guess that's part of that 2,000 though.
네, 잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만요.
Alright, I did not mineral speed this time. We can one-side him.
단축의 예술. 끝을 알 수 없던 엄마가 선택한
해보기는
최선의
할게요.
방법이었을지도
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
If I get all heads rolls, he could die. If I don't, he'll have 0 sanity and 12 attack power down.
정확히 간파했네. 살코기 바를 땐 칼을 뼈를 자를
Oh, he staggers.
동감이야.
That's right. Downpour raised his 0% stagger threshold enough to actually get him there.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높아.
The useless gift. Wrote the clash power. Now, where do we go on floor 15? Where would a hidden boss be? The obvious choice is just League of 9. This is like a classic floor 15 for me. But do we want to do something different? I can't do Railway 4 Section 4, and I can't do Line 1 Madness. Those will corrode me. I probably can't do Impenetrable Path either, because it would corrode me. Or maybe I could evade Josephine's. If we want the easy way out, Mid-Spring Night's Dream 2 is here. Railway 5. I think I lose the Section 2. I could beat the others. I might win against Section 2. Ahab. We have 1 vote Railway 5, 1 vote Ahab. I always lean towards Ahab. Regilius is the easiest. Are we going for the easiest, though? I think this pack is just really fun. I can't do Railway 1. I'll corrode to Unbreakable Coin Frog. I can't do Beautiful Voice. I just lose turn 2. You need high damage for that. You want 400,000 roses? I haven't done Railway 5 in a while. Okay, that's 2 votes Incorp. We'll go Incorp, because I'm also a vote Incorp.
완수했어요.
10% chance, final chance at a hidden boss? No. We got a level up event though. Next best thing.
이건 아는 거였어.
Your favorite Cassipium. I don't know about that guy. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll pick you up, Greycoat. If you're going to show yourself like 18 times, I'll take you on the last one. I'm pretty sure I have everything I could want. Get Glimpse of Flames out of here. Worst gift of all time. Could make an extra Lunar Memories. Yeah, Gossipium is still like the most present abnormality that has no ego representation. I was honestly, like, if I had to make a prediction, I was going to say check up Bakgak would give us a Gossipium thing, but it didn't. Sure, you can come along for the final floor.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
What floor is this? We're on floor 15, League of 9. I should be able to just evade most of this.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Missed our first evade. But we'll just see how it goes. I won't reset until I lose, you know?
상황이 좋지 않구나.
Can I clash? I can. Cool.
진심인가?
I think I will.
해보기는 할게요.
Oh.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Not a good start.
이제 어떡하지 같은 시시한 말은 하지 마.
I did at least lose my bleed stack.
해야 할 일은 밭, 돌,
But I think we're losing Ampule here. Barely. And now we're here, so I'll evade Starbuck. Wait, is he even faster? He's not even faster. I've never had this happen. How are you not faster than Ahab? I guess it's just a 1 in 6, but I've never seen that happen. Okay. Well, I can't evade then, so I guess we just do full damage.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
They both have 2 bind. That shouldn't change their relative speed ranges.
저 개체는 오래 버티지 못해. 관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격.
Really? You're gonna heads roll on -45 and do 4 times as much damage to me? Oh, we already lost badge. Okay. Well, that was an extremely bad attempt. All 3 of those turns had things go wrong. I think we can do a bit better.
소중했던 무언가를 지키지
클립부터 기력을 조금 당황했어.
해보기는 할게요.
내가
안
말했지.
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
팀은 나를
Alright, just get triple heads. That's fine. I'm expecting to lose Ember's turn 1.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Okay, so that I'm 1 clash power short of beating all heads rolls Queequeg there. That's unfortunate. We're just dead turn 2. What I could do is hit this turn 1 and get a crit proc if I'm accepting not having embers. Let's just do that. Instead of trying to evade, I'll just crit into her evade for Clear Mirror. Now I should be able to clash Queequeg on turn 2. The issue is that it gives them sanity, because I am, hitting into her evade, but it gives me offense level up. And they just get triple tails anyway this time, sure. Yeah, you can crit on evades. You can even crit on attacks that don't hit, like Brilliant Gregor and Tarnished Wood Honglu with their first use. Those can crit.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
무, 타, 법을 이제야 좀 이해했군. 옳다.
And now since Starbuck is faster, we can evade. And even though we didn't evade everything, I think it's enough to not lose a revive. Yeah. Tarnished Wood does hit Honglu though. Yeah, if you want to think of it like that.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
We bled out there, so we did still lose Ampule, but we still have T-Core badge, and we should have enough skill slots after this turn to manage. In fact, I think this just kills Starbuck. No, it hit Ahab. Okay. It's actually pretty good for me. Clash you and... Oh, those are both hitting that slot? Okay, well then I should do... this. There we go, now that won't activate.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, we were discussing the theoretical Railway 6 Mirror Dungeon pack earlier. I think Yinglong would be in it. It makes sense.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요. 절묘한 하나비였고
Use I to thrill. I can clash everything here. Actually, Ahab clashing is a little bit risky. Hopefully, the first one works and then I do sinking.
안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Yeah, that should make the other one just fine.
감동적이지 않을 수 없네.
We think Section 3 would be awful in Mirror Dungeon. Because, well, unless you can just kill the girl. Because the Envy Pekatula just have minus 100% dynamic. When they have tons of other dynamic buffs from Mirror Dungeon, they would hit you really hard even when they're it. So unless you could just kill the girl in 3 turns, it would be so much like forced damage from hitting them.
아, 술맛을 돋궈주는 좋은 공격이었어.
약점을 잘 찌른 것 같네요.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
저 교차는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일
매뉴얼을
테지.
만들어두길 잘했네. 그렇게
I'm pretty sure you're in second phase and I can actually kill you here, right, Ahab?
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼
꽤 나쁘지 않은 분이시지.
Yes, okay. Well, that should be the hard part of the floor done. I mean,
기본이지.
we're fighting Nelly now. Maybe she wins the first clash in Snowball's Sanity, but I am definitely favored
안
here.
되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
I didn't pay attention to her evade. I should have offset that. Hopefully it's just targeting like my last slot.
눈에 바로 적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 절단력인걸?
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다. 이제 해결사를
You don't think you would be able to lose to that move that you're supposed to? On higher floors, you would be able to.
생각이 단편적이지 않아서 좋고.
Probably.
방금의 공격이 정답이었다.
방금 감각을 기억하고
Her evade was just targeting my last slot. Let's get rid of all these skill 1s real quick.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
방금 옵질했어.
저기가 약점이
It's like, I guess at the end of the day, Envy Pekatula don't get that much health. They might not count as bosses for the adversities that give specifically boss health. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they would be probably killable with like Needle and Thread Ego still. Or at least if you did it like twice. 5 coin power trials, by the way.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
The attack power down stacking is not nearly as prevalent in this run as I hoped it would be. You kind of just didn't need it. But it is fun to make bosses roll 0 sometimes.
엄마는 무기라면 뭐든 잘 다뤘어. 그중 제일 뛰어난 게 경력.
This run we had one hidden boss. We got Matthias on floor 11. But that's only increasing my clash power by 8. So anything that I'm winning by more than 8, I would be winning even without it. So you can tell that it's not needed for this run. It's just I happen to get it.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
Nelly has a
없지만요.
stagger. She normally has 2, so her lower one is still there.
인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 송신합니다.
이럴 때는 이런 식의 공격으로 대응하는군요.
Making bosses feel the NetSack floor experience. That whatever that tier 2 is called, where like hitting the same target gives them attack power down and like feeble and disarm. It's so good.
의미 있는 성과는
That thing is
아니지만
so good against Bremen, and people don't talk about it enough. I am not going to even bother evading these guys.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수
I
없지만요.
just don't need to.
호, 제 행. 그렇단.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
제대로
Does this fix me to 1 speed or is it just bind? I forget.
올바른 방법으로 개체에게 일격을 가했군.
I think it's just bind. I don't remember being slower than them here.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말.
But maybe it's just because I
괜찮은 공격이네요.
clashed them in the same order regardless. I don't know. We'll see.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패.
Minus 10 speed. Okay, so yeah, it's not 0 though.
내 모두 터뜨리고 싶어지니.
There we go.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
This fight is like weirdly easy in Mirror Dungeon because they have their debuffs. Because Jiahuan's like level 77 or whatever, but he has minus offense level. I don't think he's that high, but he's like higher than Kanto 8's level 55 and has an offense level debuff. He still has that offense level debuff in Mirror Dungeon, but he's not higher level. So he's just like weaker. The highest clashing enemy in this fight is actually the sticking guys up front, which I've always thought was fun trivia.
전술의 승리네요.
대단한 지우인데. 관리자가 아니라 지휘관이었던 거 아니야?
새삼스럽지만 꽤 괜찮네.
Like, I'll show that here after this turn goes through. This guy's level 127. Jiahuan's also level 127. But he has... somewhere. Is it not on your body? Yeah, this. Offense and defense level -7. And he loses even more when he wins clashes. Wait, he just has this -7, even though his level's not higher. He is nerfed in Mirror Dungeon.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
현명한 판단이요.
I need to do a higher damage solo next week. This is just bad. Also, that's a lot of sinking damage. Double status adversity does not mess around. Thankfully, my base clash was 32 with no heads rolls. Hidden boss doesn't even help with that. That's just base Honglu.
재밌는
살코기 바를 땐 칼을, 뼈를 바를 땐 톱이지.
동감이 필요해요. 당연히 그
제의를 쫓다 보면 사소한 희생은 언제나 필요한 법이지.
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아.
The fight's not supposed to last this long where he's actually trying to kill the sticking guys. If he does that successfully, I will die because I lost embers already. I might have badge left still. That might save me.
적합한 판단이었어. 덮어놓고 공격하는 것보다
I might also just stagger him.
관찰하는 게 중요하지.
Yeah, we just stagger him, okay.
늘 새롭다니까요.
운명의 기운이 공명하는 것 같아. 그 공격을 선택한 건 좋았던 것 같네.
They should die about now.
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
A lot of tails rolls there.
이런 힘도 있었나?
And yeah, alright. There's another one off the list. Very rough start. Had to reset the entire run twice to get through floor 1. But beyond that, a pretty clean run. We didn't miss any of the packs we wanted to go to or anything. That's 7 of the base IDs done. If you didn't hear earlier, I'm thinking about streaming Uptie 1 EGOless versus Kanto 9 tomorrow. If I have the time, it will be... I'll start at a similar time as this stream did, which is like 3.5 hours ago, but tomorrow. And otherwise, join the Discord if you want to vote for next week's solo ID. I'm probably going to make it a better ID and choose Bad Trials or something like that. Let's have our hopes and dreams crushed by a hidden boss. They showed up too early. If he showed up like 3 floors later, we probably weren't making it out of that. Well, maybe with Durante abilities. But yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye, and I'll see you when I see you.